Hello, everyone, and welcome to... Oh god, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Welcome to Hoist the Colors!
Hello.
10 out of 10.
I am a professional. I have been doing this for a very long time. I do need to get the music going, however. Otherwise, I'm going to start getting anxious again. But how are we all?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
There we go. Much better.
I'm great, and that's much more believable than Nick, so...
Wow.
I mean, how's
I
your
am
week
genuinely fantastic. So...
I have had my hydration. I have my water bowl nearby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this week has been interesting. I usually have a lot more seasonal depression than I have this week. It's been good. I liked it.
Yes. Nice.
I didn't have to cancel too much. It was fantastic. Love it.
Yay.
Yay.
But I'm gonna ask what everyone has done this week, but I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna have similar answers.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that yield Xmas, the Yuletide celebrations.
I hung out with a
Kwanzaa.
child for a bit. That child being my younger cousin.
There we go.
I was about to ask if it was Jesus.
It was not Jesus.
I was visited by the ghost of Jesus, and he never left. He just stayed for
I
all
have to
Christmas.
keep
visited
an-
from Jesus.
I have to keep an eye on the radar if the storm coming through is going to go directly over us, because I need to pull the plug on electronics.
Yep, no, that's
Our
fine.
area is very susceptible to storm surges, so...
Oh, it'll be fine. You were in a game with me as the GM.
Yay.
And you don't have an animal companion, so you're fine.
Yeah, precisely.
It's still like you'll have to do
Honestly,
reflex save.
I'm so hype I got use out of my archetype feature that lets me regen my animal companion quicker than average. I was so excited when I got to use that.
Yeah,
I was like, kill those rats, kill those rats.
it's fine. I got extras. I got more.
'Cause the thing is, right, the rats being a collective, they don't all die, they just disperse
Disperse
and
amongst
come
us,
back
yeah.
stronger.
See, now I'm just imagining the rats coming back with like bionics and stuff.
No, they just come back more fiery.
Yeah, more smoky.
Yeah.
I'm still... That tree pouch seems to be working just fine. Like, I'm not seeing any balance issues with it,
Yeah, it works good, as
but
far as I can tell.
I am still kind of hesitant about adding extra treat pouches. Though I am considering it very strongly, because it seems like a really great idea for companions. Just in
I
general.
mean, I would say make them conflict with each other would
Oh,
be
absolutely.
my thought on it. Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Hello, Sam!
Hello, Sam.
You had me concerned for a little bit.
I mean, there's all the villagers. They've gotten a nasty cold.
I mean,
I'm going to find where you live, and I'm going to stop you.
I was about to say Nick is right here.
Yeah, kind of the point.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I found it amusing. I'm just...
I love playing
hi,
games
Nick.
with my
I hope you're
friends.
feeling
Everything's
better.
great.
See, the disappointing thing is you didn't have this with Princess Punchface.
No, everyone loves
True.
Princess Punchface. Certainly when I'm
Yeah, but
doing
you
it in
didn't
real
have
life,
the-
it's a problem.
You didn't have the horsiness for it though, at the time, so it wasn't as easy for you.
Well,
And everyone's a comedian.
how has your week been,
Correct. Sweaty.
Sam? Sweaty? Yeah, no, I get that.
It's been kind of warm.
A little bit bacon.
Monday there was this thing. Some guy in a red suit came along. gave me some stuff. It was pretty cool.
That's always
Other
pretty
than
cool.
that, I've been doing basically nothing all week. Started watching The Owl House today. That's a fun show.
It is really good, and I'm so disappointed they canceled it.
Yeah, it's Disney. Anytime any animation show is remotely interesting, it's gonna get cancelled.
I hate that you're
it's-
correct.
If I had to guess, it was an economic decision.
No,
hope this helps.
not for Disney.
Well, potentially not for Warner Brothers either, but they still felt the need to delete how many different cartoon series? And somehow the Velma series has been greenlit for like 2 more seasons or something. It's like,
Because
what the
people watched it.
people watch the other
It's-
cartoons as well. Let's be absolutely clear, because I've heard that argument.
A lot of people watched Velma.
A lot of people hate watched
Like-
Velma.
Like a disproportionate amount of people watched the first episode, so it's like Morpheus. Mobius. It's Morvin time.
Morbius.
A disproportionate amount of people watched it, so producers are like, "Huh, let's buy in more on this," because obviously the numbers say that people like this. It's like that statistic of it's like doing that statistical analysis of, do people like surveys, and doing it through a survey.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get
You'd
people
think
answering
that
it.
retention would be important, though. Because if you don't retain people through the whole season, they're not gonna come back for 2.
Not when your decision is made after the pilot.
Also,
That's fair.
I will admit
A lot
that
of them do that.
the amount of like reaction channels that did Velma content, it was kind of ridiculous. They were like, "This is a terrible show," and it's like, "Yeah, but you're giving it airspace.
Yeah, it's a terrible show, and we want to show you how terrible it is.
Just let it die in the dust, for fuck's sake."
It's like the Halo series. People watched it to point out how shit it is.
And how not like the video game. And it's like, well,
No, it's less to
You know
do
what
with
is
how it's not like the
great?
video game. It's how they just ignore everything what the story is.
Yeah.
They try to cling to it and just ignore it at the same time.
oh god.
You know what's
The
a great
producers of-
TV show?
Well, the producers of Halo actually, I think, said they didn't bother playing the games because they wanted a fresh perspective. It's just like, okay.
You wanna know
Then
what's
just
a
don't
great
do a series
TV
about
show?
Master Chief.
What's a great TV show?
The Percy Jackson TV show. So
I've heard
far,
Oh, the
3
new one?
episodes
So
in,
far, apparently doing good
good,
things.
good show.
I haven't seen the original films or read the books. But then again, it's like most books, I don't do that.
Films, you don't really need to read the books. I mean, it's an accessible TV show.
It's like Harry Potter. I've watched the movies, haven't read the books.
Don't bother.
It's significantly more accessible than the Harry Potter movies to people who haven't read the books.
Also,
Because the Harry Potter movies are actually pretty inaccessible if you haven't read the books, at least in my opinion.
I thought Half-Blood Prince looked pretty cool.
That's fair.
I'm biased.
And I finished off the Star Wars sequels this week.
I love the
Mhm.
sequels.
yeah.
Seven's okay. The issue with 7 is that it's got the whole Mary Sue problem, but other than that, pretty cool visuals.
I mean,
Number 8,
I
Again,
actually
boy.
pretty
think
cool
they're-
visuals.
Boy.
4, 5,
They're
and 6
all
had a Mary Sue
banger.
issue as well.
They number 8 was very hit and miss. There were some really good moments in that film, and some pretty awful ones. Number 9 is a pile of shit.
Yeah.
Counterpoint, every
Oh, sorry.
single
No.
one of those movies is a fun little romp, and that's what I want when I see a Star Wars movie. I don't
No.
care about high art or good concepts. When they said, somehow, Palpatine returned, I ate that shit up. That was so funny. It was so fun. It was such
Yeah,
a
but
good watching experience.
It's not like a somehow Palpatine returned like this, like it had any build up to it. It's in the intro blog, it's like Palpatine's been sending a signal from this planet called Exegol. And then you jump straight into somehow Palpatine returned. It's not like, hey, there are these mysterious ships that are showing up and blowing up planets. What the fuck's going on? That's how you build that up.
Counterpoint.
And then you find
I don't
out, shit,
want-
it was
I don't want-
Palpatine.
Never have I once wanted a mystery build-up in my Star Wars films. I just want romp after romp after romp, okay?
I
don't want
will
a
say the
character
whole.
drama. I don't want any of that stuff.
I
I
will
want
say
a
the
romp.
Feel about
passing
the
of the
moment.
lightsaber moment at the very end was a pretty cool use of that whole. Hey, these people are linked and have been, able to see each other and interact with each other in their environments. That was a cool
Yeah.
moment and a cool use of a narrative device, I will say.
It kicked ass.
I want to ask Juliet's thoughts about that moment where Rey has the ancient Sith dagger, and she stands at just the right spot to pop out a little attachment to pseudo compass where the wreckage of the thing is to find where the whatever.
It
the
moved the
MacGuffin.
plot forward. Fun romp, okay? Kept the plot
Okay.
rolling.
That's all I need to know. That's the litmus test for every other bit of media, in my opinion. If you can tolerate that, you're good.
That wasn't as egregious as the whole, hey, look, let's both grab on a shuttle.
I mean, they
No
did
one
that
can do
same
that.
shit in National Treasure 2, okay? Like,
No, the trying to stop the
National
shuttle from
Treasure?
taking off.
oh,
With the Force.
I think that's
That
fine.
moment.
I mean,
No, that's not fine.
People
As I
grab things
recall,
with the Force all the time.
nothing that big, that far away, and that heavy. The
skill
last two
issue.
people I've seen do
The
that
Force is not-
was Darth Vader and Ahsoka.
No,
Darth
the
Vader is
Force
Darth
is-
Vader. Ahsoka
Force
got
is
fucking
not-
taken away.
Yeah. But the Force is not a logical entity. It's just literally a plot and narrative device. That's all it is.
It is a plot and
Like,
narrative device, but
It
the
only
issue
ever
with it was
exists.
that
The rules for it only ever existed for whatever purpose the narrative needs at that point in time. Like, it's the same with Marvel
silly
superheroes. They're
magic
only as
power.
powerful. Like, the Hulk is only as powerful as he needs to be for the particular point in the story where he needs to either win or lose. Like, that's all it is.
What I'm
It's-
hearing
it's-
is I'm
it's-
gonna
yeah.
have to run a Star Wars game at some point.
Oh yeah. Oh
give them spell slots and then I'll be happy.
yeah.
Watch as
Star
Juliet
Wars
starts
needs
to
Actually,
see.
they need to
casting.
have
Yeah.
they need to have Vancian casting
Yep.
on the Star Wars
They've tried
system.
that already.
Edge of the Empire is actually shit.
Yeah.
And not a great system for running Star Wars.
But
Okay.
yes, number 8 was better than number 9 and 7. I will say that.
Well,
Yeah, I agree.
I have a couple of background stuff announcements to do before we actually get to the game. And I've
No,
only got
I
like a
want to
minute or
vent
two.
and rant.
So, I did get something of a visit from Santa Claus. I know who the Santa Claus was in this instance.
Hooray! Santa Claus.
Well, I'm pretty sure I know who at least one of the Santa Clauses were in this instance. But the two big goals that we had for Hoist the Colors have been filled. We have reached the goal for $500 for custom artwork. I'm going to be grabbing one of the artists for Sinclair's Library. I like my message. One of the artists from Sinclair's Library to do the artwork for it. And we're going to see what we can kind of negotiate and figure out through there.
Nice.
We also fully funded the $100 for a video editor. I'm waiting for the transfer to come through. And I'm going to start talking to some people about that as well.
Nice.
So,
Yippee!
expect some stuff on TikTok and YouTube in the future, I guess.
Knick knack paddywhack.
Something like that.
I can't wait to become a TikTok sensation. I'm gonna
Oh my
become
God.
so popular. They're gonna make animatics of my boy.
I
They
mean,
will
That's
make
the goal. I'm gonna
They'll
have
make
made it. when
animatics
they
of your
make-
cow bummers.
When they make animatics of my boy, that's how I know all have made it. Okay.
I think if Nick ever got an animatic for any of his characters, he would lose his shit.
I would become a whole new kind of insufferable.
Same.
Oh, that's right.
Also, in case people haven't heard or don't know or etc., Sinclair's Almanac, the PDF, is now available for purchase from the Sinclair's Library website. It is also up for purchase from Drive-Thru RPG. You should just be able to look it up for their search engine, and also through itch.io. We do recommend you buy it through the proper website, though, because we get more of a profit cut for it.
It's also easier to find that way. You don't have to go, get to these websites first, then search for it. It's just a go to Sinclair's, click on purchase. Simples.
And the website's really nice. Like, so much better than Paizo's official website. 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah, Paizo, I remember going to Paizo's website. It's pretty archaic.
No, yeah, Paizo's website is the really the bottom rank of website designs.
Apparently they're working on a new website. It is in the works, is being built. It's just taking a long time because holy shit, do they have a backlog of content that they need to also put into a new database. And
Also,
sort.
Yeah.
As long as they don't mess it up like Warhammer did with their website, I think they'll be alright.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll be porting forward the Paizo forums.
I hope not. So, who remembers what happened last week? Well, last time, I should say.
Ooh, I have
You have
I
notes?
just finished writing what I remembered happened.
I started playing
We went to attack
Yu-Gi-Oh!
a fort. We started fighting the soldiers
Yep.
at the fort, and then the commander of the fort came out and was like, "Stop burning all my men to a crisp. I challenge you to a duel." Sunshine was very upset that it seemed that we were gonna maybe stop burning all the soldiers to death, which I don't know. I'm kind of opposed to that. I think we can take them.
You can take them, that's the issue.
That is part of the issue. And that's pretty much where we left it. I mean, after enacting a pretty complicated plan to seize some warships, you turned your attentions towards Fort Bardu that had been taken by the Crown, and it's being put on you to rescue it, I guess, or bring it back into pirate control. And that's
Gads.
what you have been doing.
Liberate it, Matt. Liberate it.
Yes, liberate it.
That's what I'm going with.
Because pirates are libertarians. No.
No. No weirdos.
No.
Sunshine is.
Pirates tend to be more anarchist than libertarian, but we're not going to get into the politics of this. So, where we did end it off, like Juliet suggested, was the Sergeant Roten came out from the tower and challenged Captain Archie to a duel. And Captain Archie's response was to ram a ship into him. But, you know,
Initiative counts and all that.
yeah. So, I mean, Mosh, you're first in initiative so far. Is this going to be a case of delaying until after the captain, or
Oh, totally. Yep.
totally?
Yep. I mean, Mosh is not gonna supersede whatever the captain's got in mind. It's just he's gonna step back and let it all happen before he gets told to charge in and kill everything. So
And Sola? I mean, you're currently...
What the?
I've
So I
got
have
my
no
own
clue what's going on.
problems.
You want to...
Sola's throwing rocks at a wall.
I just...
I know, like, I know that you're probably gonna say no to. There's not like a door I can go through, is there?
I mean, you are specifically at the door, and the door is closed and locked.
Yeah, but like, you know, a little door for regular people.
Like a staff entrance.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to start looking for one, but you know the Discworld rules of staff entrances.
There would be one right here because it's funniest.
No, it wouldn't be at the front of the building, it would be at the side or the back.
That's not how Discworld works, and you know it.
I've read the witches' books. I know exactly how it works, thank you. The entrance to the Unseen University that is accessible by civilians is in the side. But
Jokes I don't get because I don't read books.
Coward.
I mean, look, I don't usually read books either, but the Discworld novels are really good. But, so, what are you doing, Sola?
I don't really have nothing.
Delay?
I'll delay.
Alright. And Sunshine?
Ooh. Do I want to delay? Or do I want to murder these soldiers that are pointing weapons at me? Do they look
Well,
like they are ready to cease hostilities against me?
I don't think anyone said stop the fighting. I think he just said he wanted to duel.
It's kind
Do
of...
these soldiers look like they're gonna attack me, Matt?
I'm trying to think of the best way to put this.
No.
They're awaiting orders. So they have their weapons drawn, they're pointed in your direction.
Yeah, that's an active threat. Rats are going in.
Ankle bite them.
No,
Yeah,
no,
go
no,
ahead
no,
and,
no, no, no.
Do you have one
Give
under?
me
Oh, you
that.
do have one underneath you.
Give me that.
I'm getting there.
Matt. And they're weak to it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think this is gonna annihilate them.
That's 5 plus 1, so 6.
I
Plus
mean,
weakness.
it'll be 6, and they do take the weakness. I think that'll be it for them. Yeah.
I think we've also been nerfed. We don't have our benefactor online yet.
And damage. That'll do it.
Awesome. And then I'm going to stride.
Stride and stride and stride and stride.
And
Can you share
yeah.
a space with the thing?
it's dead.
They're technically dead.
Oh.
Their forces, for the most
Yeah.
part, have been obliterated after being torn apart by the rats. The last holdouts on the eastern tower have been taken care of. Well, that's an indicator if there ever was one.
I used 2 actions to stride.
Yeah. I know. Absolutely get it. Well, Sergeant
Very
Roten...
slow, Matt.
Sergeant Roten calls out, "So, Captain, do you accept my duel?"
My turn's next.
You can speak, damn it. You can respond to this message. Does that help you?
You can respond to this. That's a good callback.
He points his finger towards you. You can now have a conversation. Is that how we're doing this now?
It doesn't seem like you've got much of a choice here. You'll be fighting us regardless.
If you win, we'll surrender. If I win,
Hurry,
you leave.
already surrendered. All your men are running. As I point to the ones that are like their boots are on fire from the rats and they're sprinting
your
off
turn.
the tower.
Yeah, who's we?
I have additional
Matt?
forces inside.
Is that a bluff?
Give me a perception check. No, you're not spending an action for this.
It's not my turn. I can't spend an action for it.
You are unsure.
I'm just gonna call his bluff. Even if they all come out of that tower, it's not like I lose anything for it.
No, that is very true. So, no duel? He kind of says.
No.
Alright then.
I'm gonna duel him regardless for the fun of it.
Take him
But
on
I'm not gonna
1v1.
commit to it. Yeah.
Well, with that declaration,
Oh.
What were you expecting?
All I see is fear and dead men.
Wow.
All I see are losers.
They have been rolled up into the initiative. And I guess the sergeant's gonna do his thing.
So he's got 2 actions left, right?
I mean, you both were conversing then. But you are right.
Yeah, I didn't get a choice.
3 actions is never enough, is it? Especially for bad guys.
Asshole.
The one fucking time you cast a spell that I have on my list, I no longer have counterspell for. You bitch. Is counterspell 30 foot still?
I
forget.
think it's just within sight, honestly.
No, it's got a range. Nothing's ever just within sight.
But he casts haste on himself. By the rules of haste, however, the
Yeah, it doesn't
extra
get it till next turn.
yeah. For his final action,
Counterspell is, quote, a creature casts a spell that you have prepared. So there's no
Yeah.
range on it.
There is no range on it. Weird.
so you could counterspell divinations as long as you're aware of it. Like someone's scrying on me.
Presumably.
No, they're not.
Presumably.
Like I both love and hate that. All right, he is quickened.
You can see its manifestations.
Well, invisible sensor, I guess. But for his last action, he can see that spectral ship kind of bearing down on him. So he's actually going to move a little. Kind of spread out. That's him done. This crown soldier will move to there. We're just gonna remove these guys.
This feels too easy. Oh, right, he's got more movement.
And then he's going to take cover.
Doesn't stop the charge.
No, it doesn't, but it would stop, you know, a spellcaster from casting spells. Well, it doesn't stop them, just gives them a little bit of a hand. Captain Archie,
Hi, that's me.
that is you.
First things first, I'm the realist.
God, every
Cast
time.
laughing fit on him. Oh, ooh. Actually,
Yeah?
ordering is important here. Do I want shield? Do I want the AC, or do I... First, we're gonna Bonmo him.
You got Bommo?
I'm gonna Bonmot him.
Well, roll your diplomancy.
Diplomancy, hoy!
I was writing up a feat the other day, and I wrote it as diplomancy, and I was wondering why it came up
Nope.
with the red line. Oh wow, straight out
Bye.
with the hero points, and Lakudos isn't here to
I'm not
patch you
gonna
up.
fail on the first roll of the day. I will critically succeed on this, and he's gonna have a bad day.
Critical success Bon Mot. Is that gonna work for me? No. What to do? There we go. And now you want him to do the laughing fit?
Now he's gonna do a laughing fit.
Alright. Let me scroll up to that. Oh, this isn't gonna be good. You can thank
That's
the
just
Bon
what I
Mo for
wanted.
that.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it. What would I rather have? +1 AC or guarantee something working?
Ah, chat has given you one regardless.
Yes! Thank you, chat. I definitely need it.
So, failure. The target is slowed 1 and can't use reactions. That
Goodbye, Quickened.
actually sucks.
It eliminates the quicken condition, right?
No, the spell slow counters haste. The condition slowed one does not.
Ah. Oh well.
I do like where your head's at, though.
I mean, isn't that technically better? Because now he only has 2 normal actions and then has a 3rd action that he can only use to stride or strike.
It does hamstring him a little, not gonna lie.
It does mean he can't cast any single action spells. You do have
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
And if he
And
wants to
Matt
cast any
loves
touch
those.
spells, then he's kind of in a pickle there. That's the end of that, but I do have this real fun thing called an exit effect on my incarnate.
Yep.
So we're going to do some ramming speed.
Ramming speed.
Do I have to make it wider, or is it just a? You know,
It's a pot.
I will
any
say,
creatures in its path? Yeah, so it's not a line; it just moves.
Yeah.
raw, it's just 60 foot of movement?
Yep.
Does it have to be in a straight line or no?
Look.
That's in its path.
Yeah, that works. And
That hits both of them.
they have to do reflex saves.
Target. Let's target. Did I target the wrong soldier?
It's okay, I got it.
3d8 damage. That's
Ah,
3d10. That's the wrong damage. We'll just do these.
yeah, you'll have to do it for dice tray, I think.
That's pretty oh, never mind.
What? They both failed.
I thought that was.
He's
Right.
already.
They
And
both
they are
failed.
shoved.
Indeed. Do they fall over now? Do they have to spend a reaction to try and grab a ledge, which he can't do? Oh my god! I didn't even mean to do that.
Creatures fail to save are also moved out of its way as if they were shoved out of its space. So he'll move to there.
He'll move that way.
Oh, this way.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen.
Boo!
Which still sucks for him.
Ooh.
There's crenellations
Because I
and
just-
stuff.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know
fair,
if you can.
but
Yeah, I don't know if you can shove a creature through cover. Like,
it's narratively not as interesting.
precisely. Right.
And my incarnate departs, and that's the end of my turn. Oh, before
think-
the end of my turn, I say to Mosh, "Take care of the spares."
Oh, perfect. I was literally just about to ask, what are your orders, Captain? But I've got orders. That's good.
Oh, imagine being called a spare. Like, you train for years as a soldier, serve in the military, and then some pirate just calls you a spare.
They're reinforcements.
I
They're
think
literally
that's the
spares.
idea. Yeah, I think that's the idea. That's like the whole.
Counterpoint, you
Military
see
right.
a little or I guess you probably don't see a short little seaweed man. Because he's so
Yeah.
short. Can't see him above the crenellations.
Probably don't know. Like, fighting halflings in a siege would suck.
Alright. Well, Mosh did like the quickest retraining ever. And is no longer a barbarian, but I do have Tink Tonk, which might as well whip it out.
Tink Tonk,
Yeah.
Rock and Stone.
Yeah.
I love that Pokemon.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll do a first strike, and if this hits, there you go, weakness to my second strike.
Oh
That
my
hit.
god!
I don't think it's going to matter. But I'll roll the second strike
Wow.
anyway.
Ow.
07. See you later,
Alright,
dude.
so
The Savior's
one-
here!
and then this
Double
one adds 2
spare.
points of damage. The second one adds 2 points of damage, and then
I mean,
that's going to be really important. So 18.
Hi.
All right, so we're gonna do the first one.
So what, 67 points of damage? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, that's my turn.
You get your first strike in, and your pig just goes straight through his breastplate. The second strike kind of sinks through and into like the stonework beneath, and you see it crack.
Yeah.
And Solar and Sunshine as well. So I feel like that feat's going well already. We'll probably take some
Gotta
time.
look out for those Salandits. They'll get you.
But that's you done, I think, Bosch.
Let's be done.
And
Yeah.
that's also the god super done as well. Solar.
So I'm still having trouble with this door.
I mean,
I'll try to let you in on my turn.
Yeah.
You're up top.
I
Solar's
assume
down
that's
below.
where the gate controls are.
I'm gonna
This
do-
isn't a gate. I'm pretty sure this is just a door.
Oh no,
I'm-
it is
I'm
gate.
gonna- Wait, is it like
Oh,
a,
it is the gate.
is it like a portcullis or a gate?
Portcullis is what I envisioned.
Okay. So this
I
is
thought it
worse.
was literally just like an iron door.
I'm going
like-
to lift it.
You're gonna lift it?
Yep.
Are you preparing
I'm gonna-
to aid?
What? Why? No.
No? Okay. Athletics. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to lift it above my head and just really cool slide under.
Is this a
He's
force
getting his.
open?
They're getting their wires crossed with the previous character they played on
I
stream.
think so. But we're gonna see how this goes.
Nat 20, baby. Wait, hang on.
Oh, that's what a natural 20 looks like.
Really?
Nat 20,
You're
baby.
gonna spend a hero. Oh god.
That was so fucking close.
I
Well,
mean, I think that's a success.
that is a success. So with one action, you have it up to about waist height.
That's enough. I'll slide under.
Yeah. Give me an acrobatics check.
You got it.
Nat 20!
Nat 20, baby. Let's do this. Hell yeah.
You have a hero point.
That's
Yeah,
14. Oh my god.
Why did you
Hell
do
yeah.
Essence.jpg.
What
You had a
level are you?
14. Why did you try and push your luck?
Because Matt told me to.
When have you ever actually? At that fair point, Matt's very good at goading you into doing dumb things.
It's what we do.
What we
Essentially
do,
what our
dumb
friendship is
things.
based on.
How dare you accuse us of doing dumb things, even though that is very much the truth.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
we play Lethal Company. I know how this goes.
Matt
Ooh,
once
what does his
told
mask do?
Matt once told me to not worry about my character. He got it. My character then died.
Oh, geez, one time.
Don't worry, guys.
Moving
Matt's
on.
got this.
Hey, Solar, I need you to make a reflex save.
You got it, buddy.
Hey, they're so old. I don't know how.
I
the
wish I
rest
could
of
press
this
a
goes.
button more than once on my character sheet before having to open it again.
Oh, I always have it open, but then again, I've got more real estate than you do.
Hell yeah.
You will only take half damage as you attempt to roll underneath the portcullis, and it comes down on you.
Not even worried. So now I'm in here.
Yes, you're inside now.
We're good. Hooray.
That's you done,
I don't have a last action?
though. No.
Well, you would have had to go prone to get under the gate, and then you would have to stand up to get back up.
I thought
From prone.
because it was the cool acrobatics, I was doing like a cool slide.
This isn't Dungeons and Dragons.
You also didn't critically succeed on the check.
Ah, you're cowards, all of you.
Alright, the crown soldiers. The one
Soldier.
that remains.
The single crown soldier.
He
That just watched his friends
Yeah.
get like shoved
This
by
is
a
fair.
massive spectral sailing ship. His sergeant's now laughing his ass off, and his other mate just got fucking blended by an anchor.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's going great for him.
oh, it's going super great for him. He loves this for him, I guess. So, he is going to target
I
Mosh,
was very concerned.
and he's going to shoot with his musket.
Bang!
Almost a critical.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wish this was... Oh, wow, really? You know, sometimes as a GM,
Yes.
you know a fight's over.
You know how guns work, Matt.
Yeah, look, I'm actually still going to hit me, but this good is going to give me a +2 status bonus to my next strike against them, because I don't have rage anymore, so...
Mm.
Health
He's-
is a resource, everyone.
Yeah,
And the Thanator really loves to spend it.
really loves to spend it. So, for
Yep.
his last action, he is going to move up, tentatively.
What about his other action?
He had to draw the musket.
He didn't come out with his musket?
No, he came
What a
out with a
bozo.
sword. He came out with his sword at the ready. That is him done, however. Sunshine. I was gonna say
So-
there's like a lever there, like one of those wheels that you can use to kind of open the
Sola
gate.
got it.
Yeah, so
2 action stride.
got it, I guess.
That's what. What's the range increment on that? 20 feet. Okay, I'll hunt prey.
Yep.
And so that'll be 3 actions, but I will recall knowledge.
Yep.
What do you want? Society?
Society is
Hi.
best.
Yeah, you would want that. He's my hunted prey though, so I'll get that +2. So I will give you that. Is that a critical success?
Not a critical, but it is a standard success.
Cool. What's his lowest save?
His lowest save is will.
Cool. Sure, that's useful for someone. That's the end of my turn.
As kind of a
Did
gimme.
you do a recall knowledge on the sergeant?
No, because I want to target that guy as my prey.
Because, you know,
Oh.
he's the spare.
I'm targeting the spare.
If it helps, the soldier has a loyal temperament.
Cool.
That's nice for
I don't
him.
care. Guess it means he'll die.
And perish.
End of my turn.
Well, alright. Sergeant Rotan. So, no attacks of opportunity for him. He also loses
Nope.
his opportune riposte. Which, you know, also kind of sucks. But he still has 3 actions.
I mean, yeah, 2.5, I'd say.
Where he's going to move to there.
Oh, this is sustained. I didn't realize this was sustained. Okay.
I mean, you don't have to sustain it. I'd be happy if you
Oh no,
didn't.
I'm sustaining it. I
course
thought
you
it was
are.
just he slowed one for a round. Nope.
And then he's going to target you, because of course he is.
Okay.
Mistake.
He's pretty simple, all in all.
What is he gonna do to me?
He is going to stab you with...
Have I used my warding tattoo? I forgot.
I don't think so. He's going to stab you with the rape...
Alright, well, I'll be using that.
Hey, chat, can I get a villain point? I'm rolling like shit.
No, Matt.
Aw, thank
That's
you.
2 actions, Matt.
Jules, Jules!
I'm gonna use that immediately. I could
Alright,
only
well,
roll.
at least I feel valid for using the warding tattoo.
Yes. So that is gonna hit. He does decent damage. Still rolled pretty much minimum blow.
I take 7 damage.
So, move, strike for his last action. I mean, that would be fun, but that would also be dumb. He's gonna cast shield.
Okay.
He does
Sure
have
about that?
He does have other one-action cantrips, but he's hoping you will fight honorably. I'll have you know.
I don't know why he's expecting
Sure.
that. We're pirates.
It's more of a
so-
hope, I guess.
I mean, first action sustain, I guess.
Yep. He continues to laugh. You will fight with honor. You are a captain.
I'm so... He hasn't quipped back on the Bon Mo, so he's still at -3 to his will. And I'm so tempted just to make his day even worse
Look, I have to spend
by
the action.
commanding him.
I have to spend the action, and considering the spell he's currently affected by, I feel I would have to put a circumstance penalty on it.
Oh, do I command him, or do I just jump away and make him just chase me?
The choice is yours. You could fight on the correlations if you like.
Yeah, but my option is I either talk him down, or not talk him down, but talk down to him, or I jump at him and spook him, and then oh, that'd be hang on. Oh, I wouldn't be able to get up to the top. That's boohoo. Oh well.
What you doing? You have
What do
options.
we reckon?
You need to, you
Do
need to
we
select
go
one.
to chat to this one? Do we say, do I jump away or do I command him?
Whatever you feel like.
We'll cast command.
Cast command? Alright.
We'll cast command.
He's got to do a will save. Command feels saucy. You're right, chat. Success!
Oh, boo.
Loser. I'm actually gonna spend my podge point.
You don't get one of those here. Your podge points have no power here. He's fine.
Yeah.
You try to do your...
Now.
You tried... Oh, yeah?
I mean, have you seen this menace behind me?
Yeah, no, I get that. You try your
I
command
never said
on him.
that everyone else couldn't fight honorably as well.
His response is pretty much to say, I will fight for the crown. As he shakes it off. Mush!
Rip
So-
unharmed soldier number 2.
Okay, good. Step. What do I have? I think I'll do one of these, and I'll just try to trip him.
Yep.
And I believe that's an athletics check, but with my potency rune.
Yes, if you're
Yeah.
using your weapon as a part of it.
But here's the thing: I've got a lifting belt, which gives me a +1 item bonus to the check. So does that not stack?
They don't
This
stack
is
'cause
not
they're both item bonuses.
both items.
I see. All right.
And trip, that's against his reflex?
I believe so.
Whatever it is, it's probably critical success.
I have to double check it, but I'm pretty sure it will be.
I mean, it's a crit on me.
Yep, that
It's
is
a
a
double
crit.
crit on me.
Lovely. So they're prone, and they also take 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
They do indeed.
I thought they took another hit.
They're about to also take a hit. But
Yeah,
as a part
I
of the
don't.
critical failure for the trip, they're gonna impact to the ground pretty heavy.
Do you want to roll a d6?
I could do that for you if you like.
Alright.
I have been rolling pretty badly.
Indeed, you did roll badly. Roll higher damage on yourself, please.
I do have to take that hero point off Marsh.
That's a miss.
1 second though, because I did use my tattoo before, which gives me +2 circumstance to my next strike against the creature.
With a plus.
Oh no, to damage. Sorry, not the attack roll. That's
Okay.
No.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Alright, so step, trip, strike. I'm done.
All done? Easy.
Yep.
Alright. Solo.
Where is the door?
You're gonna hate me. Yeah.
No, I knew. One. Let's see that.
And then you have to go all the way
Two.
through the bottom of the castle to get over to this side, and then you have to climb up the stairwell.
It's worse.
Okay, that's fine.
I do actually have an internal map for this place. It's just not relevant for this encounter.
Oh yeah, it's a fort.
Wonderful.
It's also a Chepeku fort, so you know it's got all the internals.
Purdy.
That's all done for you, Solar, because opening the door. The Crown Soldier. Well, this is pretty easy.
Mosh picked up fighter, right?
No, I picked up what's it called?
beans.
Guard, which is one of Matt's,
Man,
I
reactive
think.
strike is so much fun.
Yeah.
I think Rock Guard's getting Reactive Strike as one of the bonus feats.
Does Thanator not get it as a reactive?
Oh, I
as
do
a
not.
feat?
I do not. I think there are some things I can do if I'm in my
Level
surge.
6.
I can use reactions for things, but
Most other classes get it as a level 4, level 6 option.
Wow,
Yeah.
we're just gonna swing and miss it every time.
1 second. Okay, I can't do that because I'm not in my surge yet. That's fine.
He could always stand up, Matt.
Well, you know what? For his final action, he's gonna stand up.
How did he get that longsword out? I thought he had his musket.
That's why I only had 3 actions. Sorry, that's why he didn't have enough actions. And remember, with the remaster rules, you can swap weapons as a single action.
Whole thing.
Isn't the flintlock
Kinda
musket a
OP,
two-handed
but-
weapon?
I think I got my order of operations wrong, right? Either way, he missed 3 times.
He bloody sucked anyway, so.
So he's still prone.
Let's just say he draws, attacks me once, and stands up. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, look.
He spent the
Sunshine.
actions to miss. He deserves his failure.
Yeah, GM, stop attacking 3 times with creatures. Jeez.
I'm gonna miss.
You gotta
Still
keep it
deals
a
the
miss.
splash damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna still deal my splash damage. It's a lesser alchemist fire, Matt.
Okay.
It's that one splash.
Um,
I'm gonna be very
yeah,
interested if
yeah.
Sunshine picks up Alchemist and then like picks up Calculated Splash. Just for the int damage on Splash.
and then I am going to change weapon
Yep.
to my the old hook and poke.
Yep.
And then I am going to command the brine rats. And they are going to
Make their way.
move.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Probably
Alright.
didn't
Aren't
hear
I
it, but it
listening to
did-
music?
It's the end of my turn.
Because the battle music I got playing is so good.
Yes.
Alright, Sergeant Rosen.
He's got no shields no more.
Yeah, no, I'm about to pop it.
What's slow? Is slow a 3rd level spell rank?
Yeah.
Guess I have to pick up slow now.
Why, so you can counterspell?
Exactly. Also, it's just a good spell.
It is a good spell.
Like that, I was tossing up dive and breach or slow. I'm pretty sure.
I could do that. That would be funny, but no. He is adamant about fighting you. And the other guard's gone now, so he's not going to do that. Alright. He's going to start off with trying to demoralize you with his manic giggling. How does an intimidate
That's
of 26?
annoying.
That works?
That's a success.
Despite all the spells you're throwing against him, he is standing strong. And that's his own kind of intimidation.
I just threw one spell at him.
Yeah, and it's fucked him up.
Yeah,
You almost rammed a ship.
That's the whole
no,
point.
You did ram a ship into him. What am I talking
I
about?
did grab a ship. I didn't. Yeah.
He's going to attempt to stab you, though.
Rude.
I would like that critical. Anytime,
No.
Foundry.
Ouch.
Yeah, even if you didn't agree to the duel, in his mind, this is a duel.
Ah, wonderful. Does anyone have a particular reaction of people missing?
Especially
that's
critical
even
I need
less
to be in
net.
range. I need to be in
Dang.
range.
Well, that's him done.
Mine is on movement.
All right, we're sustaining,
Of course you are.
and we're gonna do the thing I wanted to do last turn.
Dive and breach.
He can't react, so I don't have to worry about him trying to stab me.
Because that's
So we're
what he
gonna
would
leap to here.
absolutely do.
Sploosh. And now I can teleport 40 feet away. Do we go there, or do we surface here?
That's up to you. I just know you're near death.
I am near death.
Whatever you want.
40 feet. How many? That's 2 actions from him to move. He'd be
Plus
leaving.
you land another 10 feet away from where you exit.
That is true. Yeah.
So you
Thank you for
get
that
a
one.
total of 50.
50 feet.
It's so
Yeah.
much movement.
It is. I end up over here.
Coward!
Coward. Okay. You're
What?
still gonna die.
Please take a reflex save.
Because that's when you leave as well.
That's the numbers I like to see.
That is
And I
pretty
believe
good.
that's Sunshine also needs to do a reflex save.
No. Where I land.
Oh, we land. Perfect. Okay, cool.
That's me. I don't need to do a reflex save.
No, you don't. Let me delete that. That didn't happen.
You can take the
Oh,
first result.
No, I'm
Freaking
good with this one.
asshole.
God damn it. Thanks for making me waste my 3rd level spell slot, Matt.
He watches
But you
as
got out. You got out. So
he watches you as you go through the movements for the spell, and you can see his lips kind of moving in recognition of the spell, and he preps himself for it, ducking out of the way as you
What a
splash.
bitch.
Do you have any actions left? No, sustain and then cast the spell.
Sustain. Mm-hmm.
Mosh!
Alright, you still want me to delete this one?
Yeah, that was your
Okay.
previous instruction, is to remove the spares.
Perfect.
Well, I mean, to deal with them was the specific instruction, but how you deal with them, you can just toss them over the edge. It is at your liberty/mercy.
And that will hit. And that will do 16 damage to him. I think the greatest problem for the
mean-
Thanator is when things don't hit it.
Yeah, because I wanna get my surge happening so I can.
It's a rogue
Yeah,
problem.
that's fine.
After level 10, that's a major rogue problem. You can't debilitating strike if you don't hit.
Well, it's more that I need to get hit for my
Yeah.
stuff to come online, but
Mm-hmm.
all right.
So, GMs, if you have to handle a Thanator, there's the secret sauce. Just don't hit
Yeah.
them.
Just don't hit them.
Just be bad
Cast
at
slow on them.
rolling.
Now, Matt.
What?
We did establish that rules is written. I can hit myself, but I'm not going to because I respect the rules and the spirit of the game. That's right.
Because that's lame.
It is plain.
Someone's
Just
fishing
like
for a hero
saying,
point.
oh, you can't hold a shield and a bow at the same time. That's
Ah,
Hold a buckler and a bow.
why do you?
Or no,
my
you
eye is
can't.
twitching now. Thank
no,
you.
you can hold a buckler and a bow.
No, because you can't hold a weapon with a buckler.
You're not holding
I
the
don't
weapon.
think, anyways.
You just need a free hand. That's what the buckler gives
okay.
you.
I would like to point out that there is such thing as the shield bow, but anyway,
There is.
Sola,
It's a whole thing.
Going inside.
making your way through the
Shield bow
building.
doesn't give you
Yep.
shield block.
How about we're just gonna put you there,
Hello.
and you're gonna be up the stairs. All right, that's pretty much you done though.
Okay.
The soldier, locked in combat with you, Mosh.
Mm-hmm.
You're swaying, but he's just blocking. I'm gonna check him. I don't think he's got much. You know what? He is going to call out loudly, "For the crown!" as he attempts to intimidate you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the end of my turn. Goodbye, intimidate.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I just don't like attacking 3 times. He is, however, going to take a step to there,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's gonna strike. There you go. There's a hit.
Lovely. Alright, so I'll take an extra 5 points of damage on this.
Yep.
Okay, lovely.
So you take 15 all up.
Yeah.
De-rizzle him.
I wonder if this will work. Oh no, that's too much. Okay, I see what I have to do now.
Shift click plus 5.
Yeah, because it says amount, so I was like, do I do the total amount or just that? I've got it. Alright, so I will do a strike.
Bap.
Beep.
Oof. Yeah, no, and that's hurting. But he's still standing,
Mm-hmm.
at least for now. No, that was intimidate, step, move, done.
Mm-hmm.
Sunshine.
Alrighty. Command animal. Stride. What is support?
What dishonorable way to kill someone. Now, what's the support
Hey,
Hey, I
action on
never
these
told
guys?
anyone to attack him.
I'm gonna bonk him. I'm gonna hunt him as my prey, by the way. He's my prey now.
He's your prey? Okay.
Oh.
Would you like that society check?
Oh. Let me make that society check on him. I almost forgot that I get to freely recall knowledge on him.
You have to hit and deal damage first. Ooh. I actually have to check that. That is not a success,
Oh,
unfortunately.
Okay.
My quick blink doesn't trigger reactions anymore. Wonderful.
Yeah, because you're third level. Well, you're casting third rank spells.
So I am going to do an attack with the old hook and poke. I'm going to miss. I'm going to hero point that.
Hero point it?
I'm
There's your
going to
hit.
hit. I'm going to deal damage.
He's okay with that.
And he needs to make a save.
He does
Or go
need to make a
prone.
save. Reflex, right?
Yep.
Oh god.
He's prone.
No, he can still do
Hi.
things.
Hysterically laughing. Oh,
He can still
Is this
do the
me?
things. That's you? Okay. He was gonna do something extra, but he can't now.
He can't even use his quickened action to stand up,
No.
True.
which means he can't cast spells anymore.
Unless he wants to cast him from the ground.
He can cast them from the ground, that is true.
He can cast from the ground and he might have to. I mean, you say that.
Waste that
If
quick
he casts,
action.
if he's casting magic missile, then
Oh, look, I did consider it.
Quick blank.
oh boo! Oh yeah, great idea. Stand next to Mosh.
Well, Mosh doesn't have their reaction now.
You're right. Mosh goes after me though,
So
so he still has to get away.
oh no, look, I get it. But he's hoping the flanking will help, strategically speaking. And also, not being in the section with the rats and near sunshine, also good
Good
tactical
move.
ploy.
Very upset right now.
He's lost an action though, so he can't cast another spell unless it's a single one. And you're out of range. I can't cast Arcane Shot on you, Archie.
No.
How dare. So, he's going to stand up,
Oh,
and he's going to be super boring.
this is I don't like this spell, Matt.
Now all he can do is strike. What? Quick blink.
Yeah. It's mean.
Mean, I
spent
could
all
deal
my
with.
time setting up. I spent all my time setting up my attack of opportunity on him, and I didn't even get it.
Yeah, and he's the encounter boss. He's got to have tricks as well. I'm playing this game as much as you are. That's going
I
to hit though,
know.
Mosh.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is collaborative storytelling? How do you collaborate with people? That doesn't exist.
I don't know, there's some people online who feel like the player should always have a 70% chance of victory and the GM only ever have 30%.
No, we playing by XCOM rules. Unless it's 100%, it's 0%.
Oh yeah! Hard mode. That is him done,
Hard mode,
however.
That's just XCOM. 99 isn't a guarantee.
I mean, playing XCOM in general is hard mode.
XCOM's not that hard.
I like XCOM. It's funny.
XCOM is very much like any other roguelite. You just need to... Once you know what things are, then half the battle's already won.
Archie!
Sustain.
Yep. I mean, it's costing you an action every round, but the value you're getting from it is massive.
It is costing me an action.
But it's also costing him an action, and it
You
shuts down his attacks. of
For a moment
opportunity.
there, I was like, you're right, I could cast haste. I don't have any third level spells left.
Oh no!
Turns out when you cast Dive and Breach a couple times in Captain's Call, you run out of spell slots.
That's the way it's
Um,
supposed to go. And you get to feel cool.
Command is only 30 feet.
Not so happy about your distance now, are you?
Well, it's a matter of do I want to use 2 actions or 1 action?
Arcane Assault, or whatever they updated it to, that's not Magic Missile.
Arcane Barrage?
We're gonna use a retrieval prism to retrieve a. Actually, if I'm wearing a healing potion, do I need to interact to grab it, or do I just need to use it?
You have to interact
you
to
do have
grab
to
it.
interact to grab.
And
Okay,
then,
so it's only tools that get that benefit.
Yeah.
Okay, so retrieval prism on my potion, then use my potion. That's wow.
Well,
Does that apply? No, I don't want to apply healing on him. Apply healing on me. Yeah. He's a thirsty boy.
I mean, that's some recovery. The +5's really helpful. I believe that's you. No, actually, you've just done a potion. What else are you doing, Archie?
I have one action left. Where's me stuff? Out of range, out of range, out of range. I can still cast this though.
Cast that. All right.
Get him! It's still damage.
Force Barrage is what they renamed it to.
He's happy with the 3 damage. He'll take that.
For now.
Now, that's all you done, Archie?
That's me finally done this time.
Alright, Mush. You're surrounded.
I'll get rid of the spare. I'll get rid of the spare, that's fine.
Surrounded is an interesting way of saying temporary.
I'm gonna sort of shrug at Archie.
You are no longer surrounded. Oh, look, he broke the rules of engagement on this one.
Me?
No, it's the Sergeant.
Oh.
What I've realized, I don't actually have the trip trait on my weapon. So in order to do destabilizing strike, would I have to spend an action to re-grip?
You,
Before I
yeah,
can then
you'd need a
make
free
strike?
hand to do it.
Yeah,
I can drop a
can
hand
use
as a free action.
you
but
can.
then-
And then you'd have to spend an action to regrip. Because it's a
Yeah,
two-handed
but I
weapon.
think rules is written you can't split up a single action into across another action.
No, I am going to allow it if you want to do it, though.
Yeah.
But that's a GM call. That's not a... Rules is written, you wouldn't be able to. But you're still going to be spending
Yeah,
the
how
action...
you can...
You're still
do
going to be
that.
spending the action to reapply the grip, so I'm happy with that. The action economy remains sacred.
Well, I don't actually want to attack this person because I've not been ordered yet by my captain to kill them. So, I mean, I could probably infer from incomplete data, but...
He did just stab you.
Yeah.
You're fine with getting stabbed. This is fine.
No, I'm gonna do this instead.
Fair enough.
Alright, so... That'll be a miss, so that will not be a thing, but I'll just strike on my third action as well. Yeah, that's me done.
All right. And Tim without his opportune riposte. Like, that's a critical miss in everything.
Hi.
Hello.
What you doing, Solar? Besides struggling with, help out?
I'm assuming rendering aid to the captain, based on the character and the actions so far.
Yeah.
Correct. 2 action. Feel good.
Bum, ba, ba, dun, dun, dun. Oh, wow.
Get healed,
Actually, a pretty
nerd.
good roll.
That was what, a 10 and a 9 in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my entire hit pool.
Well,
I heal.
apply it. And
I feel revitalized.
that's you done, Solar.
Yep.
We're gonna remove that soldier from the initiative. And now Sunshine gets their revenge.
Support. Stride.
Stride stab.
Bonk.
That counts?
That counts?
Oh wait, he's still on the
It's a
ground, isn't he?
flank?
Yeah, he is.
No.
Wait.
No,
That
he's
counts as
not. He
flanking?
stood up.
Why is he off guard?
Foundry counts it. It's
Yeah.
very close.
Look, I'm gonna rely on Foundry for this one because otherwise I have to look up the reference sheet.
Yeah, Foundry knows what's what.
It's I mean I know what it is. It's you have to be on through opposite edges. It's just very questionable which edge it goes through. But I will go and roll damage.
And he will take that 10
and
damage.
I would like a reflex save.
I mean... Wow. I'm
That will
just-
be a failure because it's
Yeah.
against my bite DC.
And he goes down to the ground again.
That is the end of my turn.
I'm just rolling really bad.
I just have a very solid turn order.
Mhm.
Illusion of choice. Anyway. You know what?
I've really been sleeping on the rat support action. I'll say it. The
Haven't you
rat
only had it at
support
this-
action is really good.
No, I had
You've
it
only had
first.
it for a couple levels.
Came with it. Support
The
action
issue is
comes
about
with it.
strike and support.
Yeah, but when you're moving into when you have your swarms moving into the square, instead of attacking and doing not a lot of damage, especially at this level, and especially on a
Mhm.
ranger, you're sometimes going to be better off doing the support action instead. Sometimes
Mhm.
doing pure damage is not always the right thing. And
Yeah.
I
look at
say
me.
that as someone who is about to cast a spell.
I
Cast
kinda
that spell, Matt.
Oh, you're absolutely going to hate it as well.
He doesn't move. That's cool. Okay.
That's a manipulate action. Does anyone got a reaction for that?
Nah, I'm on movement
Nope.
again. So,
He's
if he had
casting...
You don't
tried
get
to stand
manipulate?
up, I don't.
That feels
It's
underpowered.
Hunters is well, they can interrupt movement. Is the difference.
Oh,
So I'm allowed
whereas
to interrupt movement. Whereas no one else
fighters
can.
have to get that later down the track, I think.
Yeah, if it's a very particular.
Oh no,
stance and
fighters get
everything.
concentrate.
You can also get one that disrupts movement. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of stances on fighter.
They do have a
Shoot.
lot of stances on fighter. I have to grab something just quickly.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it uses a manipulate action. There we go, right there. I'm silly. Apologies. He's used
I
a
was gonna say, I was
manipulate
reading it,
action.
I was like,
He rolled
I
really
didn't-
well.
I'm silly. Good thing I posted that to chat so I could read it.
I think that's a miss.
I miss.
That will
You
be
did
a
roll a
miss.
3.
So he's gonna fire away.
Ouch.
Ah.
Who's he targeting?
He's targeting
Me.
you, Archie,
Oof.
as he summons up an etheric cannon to fire at you. And for his last action, because you probably should have done this to start with. Boop. Actually, he
crawling?
can't. He can't do it.
Oh yeah, because he
He's
can only
slowed.
stride or strike.
Well, he's gonna strike from the ground then. As
What?
he attempts to cast a spell, but the laughter overtakes him. So instead, he's going to strike out with his rapier from the ground at you, Bosch. And that's gonna hit.
lovely.
Multi-attack penalty.
Dude,
Actually,
dude,
yeah. Will a 20
It
hit?
has the attack trait.
That will 22. Oh wait, 24.
Oh,
Oh, no,
okay.
that will not hit. Sorry.
That will not hit. All right, that's him done then.
Sorry to take that from you, Mosh.
Alright. If I was in Surge, I'd be able to make it hit me, but that's fine.
I do not sustain.
Yay! He stops laughing abruptly.
I do cast Splinter Volley though.
Oh god. Remember when haste used to give an armor class bonus as well?
That is fun. Yeah, just
Oh god,
attack.
he's on the ground as well.
Get him! Oh,
You have 2 hero points.
I do.
This is what you casters have hero points for.
It's not technically an evidence.
No, because it's the same result.
It's the same result, and it's not a nat 1.
Well,
Can't wait till next level where I don't have to just cast Dragon Claws anymore.
next level. I mean, it's pretty close. But,
End of my turn.
end of your turn. Hey, Mosh.
Spells.
Whatever will I do? I'm not sure. I have no idea. Okay.
There we go. Wow. Minimum damage.
Beautiful. Yeah,
Yep.
you know, I'm just gonna do the Baldur's Gate thing. Where I just shove someone angrily.
Yep. With map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, -10.
What happens if you shove a prone
They're
creature?
agile, so it's only -8, aren't they? Didn't they make
No,
them
that is
agile
very
now?
true.
Is shove now agile?
All
You also
That'd
need
be
a hand
that'd be a
free.
19. Oh, I have to have a hand free. Oh, fuck that! I'm not taking my hand off this thing.
This is why people don't have picks as often as they do other weapons.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
people
that
pick
makes
up
sense.
great
Yeah,
swords
look,
as
I'll
well.
do it. I'll commit. I'll commit.
Commit to bit?
I'll shove them. Yeah.
That's-
Well, 19. No,
Nice.
sorry, 18 shove.
No, it would be a 19, because agile. But that will not do it, unfortunately.
That's alright. That's my turn.
He kind of bumps up against the crenellations as you try to push him over.
It was a flippant shove, so.
He's quick on his feet as well. And it seems like as the rounds go on, he's kind of zoned in on your particular combat style. But, Sola!
Oh, I just suck at hitting him.
Yes, but this is like the narrative representation of that.
Of my shitty rolls. Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome. I hope it makes you feel better.
Your poor rolls are narratively incorporated.
What you doing, Solar? Is your mic currently muted?
No. I'm just double checking something.
Are you trying to see if Phantasmal Killer has a high chance of killing him again?
I don't have that spell anymore.
He learned.
Accidental murder is too often.
I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm going to try it.
It's an idea.
If you're me and you know it.
Oh no. Oh, this is interesting.
Your flamboyant flourish invokes such powerful feelings in your audience that you incite cheers and applause. Targets of the spell must be able to see, hear, or otherwise understand you. The target must attempt a will save. Well, let's start with the will save, yeah?
Which he's still bad at, because he hasn't retorted.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to. I could roll well, though.
Darn it, Matt.
The target becomes mildly distracted by your display and applauds while it isn't fully occupied. It can't use reaction. God damn it.
I love that.
Oh yeah, I know levels sustain. Wonderful.
Cool. He has 2 reactions. I just like to point out.
Had.
As in, he has 2 reactions or has 2 reaction types?
2 reaction types. He's not high enough to get
I'm
a free
good.
one.
I'm gonna say.
And you're good. Sunshine.
Yep.
He is on the ground. Please end this.
Okay. Rats. Start with a double bite. So I need 2 reflex saves.
2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's 1 fail.
1 fail. So that'll be
That's
6
2
damage.
failures.
And that'll be 4 damage.
And that.
And then I will roll to hit.
Oh god.
I will roll a critical hit. I will deal
night.
big damage.
That is pretty big
36.
damage.
5 feet in a direction of my choice. Off the edge, please.
Just off the edge as you stab him through.
Off the edge.
Now we have to go find his loot.
We're gonna move the brain rats to there for just a second. No, you're not gonna let me move him at all? He goes off the edge.
No.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And with that... There it is. Congratulations, you have retaken Fort Bardu.
Well done,
Are
me
there
hearties.
crown flags flying on, like, maybe some flagpoles? Maybe this flagpole right there?
There are no crown flags being openly flown. However, taking a little bit of time to search and investigate the fort, you do manage to find a crown flag.
Okay. I'm adding it to the stockpile.
Hooray, go team.
You did good.
Is that the 3-action one?
You're using
Nick-
heal outside of
Nick is
combat.
muted. Judging by the
Oh my
fact that Nick
God.
has been healed, I assume that's a 3-action version.
Yeah.
Nick is still muted.
Yes, 3 actions.
You all heal.
I think we're just trying to convince you to talk just because it's funny.
So, I'm pretty sure he would have died a whole turn earlier had any of my attacks actually hit him.
Oh, probably, yeah. But look, cutting off his reactions like that and slowing him down from the start kind of threw my entire strategy for him out the window.
It didn't counteract, but it still did a very good job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Man, it's
I
almost
really
like
liked tripping him.
it's almost like picking up an enchantment-based caster is really good.
Now, there are a few crown troops that are left, but they're in no condition to fight.
Wonderful.
I'll offer them medical assistance.
It's not so much what they need is food.
I offer
Yeah,
them food.
which we can provide now that they've surrendered. As per initial stipulations when we came to the island and started hurling expletives across the ocean, if they surrendered, they would get fed.
You get the feeling that...
Is there any sweet loot other than a crown flag?
Whoa,
Yeah,
what,
it's
the crown
all
flag's
down
not
there.
enough? Yeah. I mean, he does actually have some loot on him. I'm not sure if he
Double
can-
click on the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Oh, rad. We got some striking runes that I can add to things.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do
I
actually
feel
have
like I
multiple
should
weapons.
pick up the pistol. Oh, I'm not
What?
trained in pistols. Never mind.
Were they not simple?
Ooh, I don't remember.
The flintlock pistol is a simple weapon
Oh, it
based
is a
on the
simple
traits
weapon.
sitting on
Yeah,
it.
never mind. Can use it.
It does... I will
Dibs.
point out, both his flintlock and the rapier both have the crown insignia on it.
That's fine with
Oh,
me.
I'm stripping the runes. That's what I
Specifically
want from the rapier.
for the Naval Academy.
Cool.
I might have to change that.
I'm gonna throw those in
Well,
there.
while people are managing all the rest of that, this seems like a really
He's
good
got
time to go to a
manacles?
break.
I don't know about that.
All
Giving
right.
people an opportunity to do bathroom things, eat food. That seems too nice of you.
Actually take their attention off the screen for a couple of minutes to help with their ADD. Who would do such a thing? Terrible. All right, we're going to take a 10-minute bio break so we can, as mentioned, stretch our legs, take drinks of water, all that other fun stuff. I've still got like half a cup of coffee, so I'm probably not going to grab another one. But we will be running the midpoint hero point poll. Just takes me a minute or two to get it up and running. I will be running a 3-minute ad during the break. This is just to keep Twitch from just running them randomly. But we shall be back very soon. See you soon. Hey everyone, and we are back just in time for the poll to finish, and Archie gets the midpoint hero point.
Fair enough.
Yay.
And he's not here to accept it. Oh no. We're gonna have to give it to someone else.
No, 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 no. Steal my hero points away from
That's all good. Before we jump all the way back into it, I did just wanted to say a quick thing. Regarding Mosh. Mosh has recently changed archetypes. From Barbarian to a new one I've written up called Rock God. Rock God will be appearing in a future Sinclair's book. But the main reason for the change is, well, did you want to explain it, Jules?
Yeah, I mean,
It's pretty easy.
Thanator has an ability when I hit half my HP threshold. I get into this like a stance called Adrenaline Surge, which is like my Thanator but better. And it now has the Concentrate trait, which means I can't use it while raging.
Which is pretty much
so
what it
for
comes
that
down to.
reason, well, I chose the Barb archetype dedication because I like the penalty to armor class I get when I rage, which helps me reach the surge more quickly. But now that it's got the concentrate trait, even if I do get to the surge threshold, I can't use it if I'm raging. So I was like, okay, that synergy's not gonna be quite as comfy anymore. So I'll just explore a totally different archetype and see how we go.
Just go
Which
into
is a
battle
little-
naked,
It
it'll
makes
be
sense.
fine.
It makes sense. I mean, it makes sense why the change was made because it helps future-proof for any stacking damage from various things like raging.
And from other things, because I think if you're sustaining a spell, you can't concentrate on something else, because sustain has the concentrate trait. It's a whole thing. But let me switch everyone over, because I should have done this during the break.
What? Hang on. No. I want to do a thing.
Oh, would you like me to take you back?
Is it a downtime activity?
Oh, that's fine.
Is sewing a rumor a specific dandy thing?
Yes.
Yeah. I think there is a
This helps.
there might be a skill feat that lets you do a weaker version of it. But I don't know off the top of my head. But no, it's pretty much a dandy thing.
I remember I was like, how do I get use out of this in Alkenstar?
Well, there's a reason the extra dandy feats for the Firebrands are in the Firebrands book.
Here it is.
It's very party.
Oh wait, no, that's finding out about something. That's not what.
Gossip. A secret check? What the hell? What is this? But on the way to Miranda Bay, because you are triumphant in multiple ways.
We are. Can I make an impression on those that survived?
You absolutely can. Give me a diplomacy check.
Effectively to the same effect, but less to do with sow rumors and more to do with impressing upon, hey, I'm Captain Archie. You surrender, good things happen. You surrender, you end up like those guys.
Oh, fair enough.
You don't surrender.
Chat, we're using Foundry VTT.
And I will give you a secret check for that one under the same lines of gossip / so rumor.
And... Oop.
You can add on any circumstance bonuses you want to that one based on Solar's ability to make good food.
I mean, if Solar wants to do a crafting check to aid, it's secret, I don't mind. If Solar is even there.
Nick's muted.
He's been coughing a lot, so I do actually understand it. There we go.
Nick's usually muted. Oh,
Good news, still a success even with that critical failure.
That's not how secret checks work.
Well, you know what? How about that? Take that to your secret checks.
well, I gotta use a hero point on that now.
You spend a little bit of time with these soldiers. Look, they're still
Basically just treating them nicely.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, do you need any help with getting up? Blah, blah, blah. It's, you know, general just being a decent human being.
Yeah.
Like, not this objective fear that they were expecting from above.
Or at least what they've been told to expect from pirates.
Hmm.
Well, this does pose an interesting question. Do you have any questions for them? They're
I don't
just
have
soldiers.
any questions. Yeah, I don't have any questions for them. But I mean, as I'm helping them, I'll probably be finding out about like how's the Navy treating them, what's the state of the kingdom, stuff like that.
The Navy is treating them as well as can be expected. From what you can glean from the conversations you have with them, they're getting a day's wage, which is well and good for them. As for the state of the kingdom, it takes a little bit of squeezing, so to speak, but the suggestion you get is that it's kind of tight. And by tight, I mean population's increasing, but there's nowhere else for the kingdom to actually go.
Yeah.
So the cities are packed to the rafters. There are people just living on ships now. There are talks of moving prisoners onto ships and then using the prisoners for actual residence.
They should work on their sex education and birth control.
I mean, they could always just send all the prisoners on a ship to a new island somewhere far, far away. That tends to pan out pretty well.
I heard that from someone. Unfortunately, that would require a safe route of passage, which they currently do not have.
I mean, they're prisoners, Matt. Does it really?
Well, what would the prisoners sailing? And also, that is another issue, because if you sail a boat filled with prisoners through pirate-infested waters, what do you think's gonna happen?
What? No.
It'll just be sunk.
You solve your problem either way.
Yes, but
Don't
also
have prisoners
no.
anymore.
You solve the problem, but create another one down the way. But yeah, that's the general gist you get from the soldiers. And there are always the rumors of people just going missing. But it's hard for them to be too sympathetic, because it's a case of, well, things are pretty squeezy as it is.
Yeah. No need to unnecessarily scare them and get them into any more heat than they would otherwise be in.
Yeah. There is the question.
Yeah,
the question comes up of what's going to happen to them, though.
I think we summon any sort of nearby merchant / neutral ship, load them onto that, and then they can get back to the Empire that way.
Well,
If it takes a couple days for us to, if They don't have a choice.
I mean, they don't
They've
have
so-
to go back to the Empire. They could stop at any intermediary ports.
Oh, yeah.
As far as
In
the
that
crowd's
sense,
concerned, they're dead. So if they don't want to go home, it's not like anyone's going to be looking for them.
Defect.
That's true. I do want a couple of them to go home, though.
Spread the rumors. Make sure the word
Yeah.
is... Yeah.
Well, I'm sure some of them have like a family or something
Oh,
weird
absolutely.
like that.
That's why you... That's one of the reasons...
You have a family. They're there.
We can't all take our families with us. Anyway...
I put them in my coat.
Well-dressed rats.
It does take a couple of days, but they were kind of... Miranda Bay was kind of expecting you to take the fort anyway. And if you weren't, they were going to be sending someone to check on its status anyway. So after a couple of days, a ship does actually come past and you're able to load them up onto there. That said, however, does anyone want to do anything specific with the downtime on the way back to Miranda?
How much time do we have, Matt?
It'll be about 4 to 6 days, depending on navigation.
Would it be about a week, maybe, for some retraining a feat, maybe?
It can be a week's worth for retraining a feat if you want to.
I just feel like my destabilizing strike is probably no bueno now that I've realized I don't have the trip or shovel grapple trait on my pickaxe.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I
the
will
other thing.
give you this map. This is public.
I
This
don't
is our
expect-
navigation check.
I don't expect you to
I'm trying to
ever
think if there's a
fail.
rune or something that gives you the trip trait.
There might be...
Matt, are you able to create just a blanket baseline feat and just pop it in my first class feat slot, and I can just pop in the leg breaker details?
I can do that for you.
Thank you.
I should just be able to add a bonus feat for you, honestly.
Oh, it's just in the enemy slot.
I am stripping the striking rune off of a rapier and putting it on this stabbed me.
Fair enough. You just need a blank feat.
Yeah, just in the first level slot for my class feats.
What I will do, because you should be established as an owner for this, so you should just be able to rewrite that.
Lovely, thank you.
Should be able to.
Slightly weird question, Matt, because I was looking over my equipment.
Yep.
Is this supposed to be invested as well? Or is it intentionally not? It's not something we need to fix now, it's just something I noticed.
I believe I balanced
Is-
that off of the familiar satchel, which also is not invested.
Awesome.
But that's off the top of my head. It is entirely
Is
possible, I
the-
just forgot.
Is the
Okay.
the sack of storing, or whatever it's called now?
Bag of holding. The Pathfinder pocket.
Yeah, the totally not bag of holding. Is that invested?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's just a storage thing. It's not like you can do too much with it.
I just figured I'd ask.
It looks creepy. Like, could you imagine if you walk up
It's
to someone
got
at
big
this...
pockets.
Could you imagine, someone walks up to you on the street and they just shake out their coat and it fills like a 5-foot area with rats?
Okay, to be
Terrifying.
fair, that's like one of the least creepy things about Sunshine.
Oh no, I get it. Because then we can add, like, the mask you also wear, where the legs just kind of randomly twitch every now and again.
Yeah, and the like 15 weapons.
Yeah. So, there's a lot going on there.
Walks up like some backstreet dealer. You want to buy some weapons, and all these rats just fall out instead. Oh, whoops, wrong side.
See, but also I love that. So, Mush, retraining a feat, easy done.
Yep.
Solar, are you doing anything with the almost week of downtime?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Just cleaning and
cooking,
stuff?
cleaning. talking to the inanimate objects.
And Sunshine, you're stripping ruins and stuff like that, aren't you?
Yeah, and navigating,
And navigating? Well,
which I gave you the roll for. It was a success
it was
based
a
on the
success.
fact that it wasn't like a critical failure.
Because you do have the feats invested to make that just perfect.
Yeah.
Which I personally appreciate.
No problem. I mean, we're in a sailing campaign. I don't want to get lost.
I mean, where else is it going to be relevant? Well then,
So,
Captain,
Caravan campaign.
I've considered it. I've run one before, and I think I have better tools for it now.
airship campaign.
That's probably closer to the mark of what I want to run next. But, Archie, is there anything you specifically want to do?
I don't really have any skills that I can use for downtime activities.
That's fine.
No, it's not. I want to earn income too.
Well, fish then.
Sailing Lord of Fish.
Can you use sailing lore to fish? That's subsisting, Matt. That doesn't count.
It would be fishing lore or survival. And I did write up some very basic fishing mechanics for someone who asked for it. I think it was Joe on the
Check out
Hijack
this
server asked it.
survival.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a success by level. Okay, fair enough. I see your point. Well played, sir. Well played.
I'm good at talking to people.
Well,
It's
Is there any way for me to train additional skills or anything fun like that?
I do actually have to talk to Jules about that, because I believe you have a third-party product that talks about gaining extra lore skills and stuff like that.
You know,
For
spending
law
gold
skills,
to get.
no, that's just a very expedited adaptation from the Pathfinder Society downtime stuff.
Yeah, because I'm kind of happy with people spending like a month of downtime and getting a new lore.
Yeah, the time I think in Society is 40 days, I
Yeah.
think.
Because the Pathfinder Society doesn't mind if you just keep stacking on lores, because it's a boon you get from scenarios.
It's, oh,
But there is a reason for the darkness. Archie. It is one evening when the sun has set, but you're still kind of doing some sailing before
not
you
one
let
evening.
one of the other crewmen take over.
Continue, sorry.
You're right there. You're good.
Yes.
And you see a pair of blue eyes appear before you, before the full figure of Blue appears.
I don't know what blue is.
I do have a
I
placeholder
mean,
for it.
you
but-
would have seen the figurine.
That was like 3 months ago.
It's on our ship.
Yeah, just because it's tied to the ship doesn't mean I notice it.
I have a placeholder for her. This is not an accurate
I've got
representative,
books
though.
for looking at figures. I mean, what?
Moving right along. Like, this is the placeholder image, but that's not 100% accurate.
Water.
Okay.
But she does appear before you. The rest of the crewmen don't seem to notice her, however.
Mhm.
Captain, we need to talk.
I. What about?
No need for the accent, it's just us. They can't hear us.
She doesn't know I have one.
Are you sure about that?
She shouldn't know I have one.
Are you sure about that?
Why does she know?
Regardless.
Well, isn't that the question?
I need you to know that this goes a little deeper than you know. And the currents of this go all the way back to when the ceasefire happened. To when that Forsaken handshake agreement was struck. The council played into the hands of the crown. They needed time, and the council gave it to them, and now the pulse is about to go back to war. This time it's different. Her eyes start to flash a brighter blue. Like a beast almost at rest to lick its wounds, it will be awoken, and it will be angry. So much more than it has been before. If this war is not stopped, the pulse will surge and the world will break. And you watch as splits appear up and down the ship itself, as water begins to burst out from them.
Does anyone else see this?
No one else is panicking.
No one's
Okay.
reacting to this. Okay.
And you watch as your world is kind of filled with water. And you're assaulted with further visions of Miranda Bay also being drowned beneath water. Of cities, entire countries being drowned in tsunamis. Blue kind of disappears, but as she does, and you kind of come back to your senses, you hear a voice once more. It doesn't have to be you, Captain, but I want to help you stop this. And as she disappears and everything comes back to normal, you feel as the ship is pulled underneath the water, and blue flashes of energy start to course up and down its hull.
Do other people notice this?
As
Other
in,
people-
this is actually happening this time?
This is actually happening, and the people are noticing as the ship starts to go underwater. But the
Batten
panic...
down the hatches, lads! We're going under!
The Melody's wake is encased in some sort of bubble of air or magic, as it is able to kind of continue to sail under the water.
Under the sea.
I would like to identify this magical effect.
You can give it a shot.
Can I hunt it as my, like, whatever is producing it as my prey?
Doesn't qualify, unfortunately,
Okay, fair enough. Figured I'd ask.
because currently she is an item. I can let you know that this is...
I'm also trained in Arcana and Nature, if those help to shape my insight in any way.
It's more that this is a spell effect that's not 100% uncommon to the archipelago.
Okay.
Like, there have been ships that have been enchanted to be able to go underwater.
Yeah.
The effect is usually temporary, however.
Okay.
But this kind of power is beyond Archie's ability at this point.
That you know of.
But you know there are higher level spell effects or higher rank spell effects that allow you to do this.
Can I poke the edge of this shield?
You can poke it, and it kind of just... It doesn't hit the side. You just get that effect of the hooks kind of in the water a little bit.
Okay.
So it's stopping the water
Well,
from
I've done all
overtaking the
my
ship.
puzzling. Sunshine has explored this thoroughly.
This is fine, I guess.
I guess.
Sola, are you doing anything about this?
I figure Sola has been standing by I'm not sure what to call it, the figurehead of Blue.
Yeah.
the item body of blue this entire time, just sort of concerned that they're not there. But when all this starts, there is literally no, like... Soul is just sort of accepted and trusts this is all going to be fine.
Yeah. Mosh?
Just doing what Mosh does, which is not very much at all.
Just kind of like, yeah, no, this is fine. Head empty, heart
also,
full.
Matt,
Yep.
can I see, is it just like blue water all around us, or can I see like landmarks and stuff? Because if there are landmarks and stuff, Sunshine will sit down and begin sketching a map.
There are some landmarks that you can see.
Are they landmarks or floor marks?
Well, that's the point,
No.
isn't it? It's kind of the underside of islands and things like that.
I'm sketching them.
Excuse
Is it
me?
navigation lore to draft a map?
It is navigation lore. Or cartography lore, if you have that.
Don't have that, unfortunately.
And
I do have cartographer's tools.
yeah, that'll be fine.
So.
You have the cartography tools and the
Um,
navigation. And Archie, how are you
Try.
responding to all this?
I would like to do better at drafting a map.
Much
I did
better.
a really
Okay.
good map.
You get the feeling that this is Blue's gift to you.
Oh, cool. We're a submarine.
For a set amount of minutes per day equal to your level, you can have the Melody's Wake go underwater.
Oh, that's very cool. How does one install torpedo tubes?
Also, how does that affect the people on board the ship?
On board this ship?
How does air work?
Well,
How does it?
Yeah, do we get a bubble or
yes, it functions in much the same way as air bubble.
lovely?
Just surrounds the whole ship.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get
Intriguing.
stale or anything?
Oh, it will, but that's fine.
It's fine. It's temporary. What, the longest
Depends
it
on
could
what
last?
we've been eating.
Yeah, no one fought, yeah. Just, oh god, that would be terrible. I cast air bubble. Yeah, I cast what? Stinking cloud? We are mature individuals.
We're big kids.
A couple of minutes will
Would
pass.
the map I draft act as a survey map for the purposes of mechanics? It gives me a +1 on recall.
I would
the
say so, yes.
location. Okay.
If you want to start
There's one
mapping the
specific
underwater
spot
currents.
underwater.
Well, it's
I've added it to my inventory. So
the couple of minutes will pass. About 5, one would say. And the Melody's Wake starts to come back up above water.
We can conduct ambushes with this.
You'd have to be pretty close, but yes. You would also... It also means that things like your broadsides won't work, because they'd just be striking water. However, things
Yeah.
like Blister would still work. And incidentally, also the chain winch.
Chain winch?
The chain hook.
pull.
I forgot what I called it. That's my fault.
The pull, the grapple.
The chain shot.
Yes, thank you.
No, that's not what it's called. That's
have
an
it
item
here.
in Zelda.
Grappling gun. There we go. Got it. Just had to open the sheet for it. I have too much going on in my head right now. It's
Damn,
fine.
we can't use that. None of us have free hands.
God.
Sunshine occasionally has a free hand when he uses work in progress.
Is it still a work in progress?
Yeah, because it doesn't have a flaming rune yet. It's gonna become finished product when it has a flaming rune.
At 8th level, I think.
Finished.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, the days will pass. And it is coming up to the morning when you would be sailing into Miranda Bay. When Wendy actually approaches you, Captain.
There's suitors. We're there.
Well, as you're almost there. Like I said, it's the morning when you would be going into Miranda Bay, so you'd be getting in there at
Yeah.
about midday.
Yeah.
So she's just approaching you a little bit beforehand. And she says, Captain, can I ask a favor?
Who?
Wendy. Wendy
Who was
Gale.
asking? Oh, I don't think you ever said Wendy was asking.
Oh, okay. What I did. Anyway,
You said
Wendy,
she.
Wendy approaches you and asks, hey, Captain, can I ask a favor?
What is it, Wendigo?
I kind of hope that nickname doesn't stick, but if we're sailing back into the bay, is it possible we can make a slight detour?
Solar! What's our rations like?
Oh, it won't be that much of a delay. Like a couple hours at most.
We're good.
Aye, we can make a detour.
I will give the directions to Sunshine.
Aye, aye.
Sunshine.
We get directions.
You do.
Do I recognize this place?
Adjust the sails.
Give me a navigation check.
Is this a littoral location? Could I use littoral lore?
You could absolutely use littoral lore for this.
I get the feeling that your
Oh,
other
yeah.
checks have probably have a higher result, but you're just doing it because to justify the use of littoral lore.
It's a specific lore
Whoa,
check, so the
littoral
DC
lore?
gets
I'm
dropped.
expert in littoral lore, okay?
You expert in sailing lore?
No. I'm only trained in sailing lore.
Well, that is a
Oh,
success.
That's bad, man. Me too.
You are actually aware of this location. It's on the western edge of the island that Miranda Bay is on.
Mm-hmm.
It is something of an inlet
Mm-hmm.
and has been known to be used by smugglers in the past.
Okay.
But, you
Yeah,
know,
I chart a course there.
it's an island of pirates, so any smuggling stashes...
We're
that
all
can-
kind of smugglers?
Yeah! So it's
Wow.
more of just, you know, a stash area.
Wonderful. I didn't
Alright.
stab myself.
I'll chart a course there, and I'll pass the headings along to Archie.
I adjust course.
Alright. Well, let me drag people into the proper thing. But we will
I
have
trust Windy. Windy Gale.
Wendigo. Ugh. Not sure how I feel.
Wendy,
About
look out!
And we go Archie, Mosh, Solar, Sunshine. Activate! Hello, Will. And I'll drag the rats on as well.
Ooh, Purdy!
I feel this is a pretty map.
So refreshing.
Yeah, nowhere near as
Oh,
shit
this
as
is-
the last one.
A delicious map, yeah. I believe this is
Hey, that's a
shipwreck
tiny
one as
looking
well.
boat.
It is a longboat.
I don't know, looks a little short to me.
God.
They're going a Viking! Stop them!
Once again, you're pirates. Everyone goes Viking.
No, but they're going a Viking. Nick! Nick!
There we go. Hey, Shug, how you doing? But, as you kind of get into the inlet, Wendy directs you to over here. If people want to go swimming, they can.
Oh, you know me, Matt.
I don't have a swim speed though. I decided to get something else.
Swimming.
You could just use your athletics, it's fine. The DC's like 10.
It's pretty. It's like a still cove.
Oh, that's the ship. I want me.
You want you?
No, that's still the ship. Cycle. There we go.
And we'll...
All right, what hidden treasure is Wendy about to show us?
She directs you to a section kind of behind some rocks, and she pulls it apart. And clears away some of the sand to reveal a... It's not so much a lockbox, it actually reminds you more of like a child's jewelry case.
Mm-hmm.
Solar, are you getting in closer? You don't have to, I'm just asking, for no reason in particular.
Nothing.
Keo or whatever his name is and Horolix can stay on ship. No, Horolix went back. We've just got other randos now, don't we?
You do have other randos who are currently unnamed crewmen, because you got an extra for this little jaunt.
I think we should
Oh,
name at
that's right,
least
we need
one
to-
of them George. And
I
he
think-
should
I
be
think we-
curious as a personality trait.
I think we dropped off the extra people once we got those ships back, since we didn't need them anymore.
Yeah, which is fine. She kind of holds the chest for a couple of moments and goes, "Okay, still here. I really thought they would have taken it by now." And she opens the chest, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh,
Yay!
okay. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Do I now have to kill
Better
Wendy?
not have to fight Wendy.
I think I have to kill Wendy. I knew she's got pointy ears. You just can't trust people with pointy ears.
And Mosh.
That's why Mosh is so trustworthy. Look at those. No ears
No ears to
whatsoever.
speak of. They are the inverse of
100%
pointy.
trustworthy.
Yeah, inverse of pointy. They're holes in the side of his head.
Sunshine
This treachery
has no
requires an
ears.
ice cream.
You're the only one with
I shall
ears.
go get an ice cream, seeing as my initiative is shit.
Well, the hazard, of course, rolls best. So, as Wendy opens the box, I need everyone to do a fortitude save for me, please.
Am I in range of that, Matthew?
5, 10, 15, 20. You are just in range.
Lovely.
Fort save. Oh, I'm so good at fortitude.
That is a success. Sunshine, you will not be budged. Mosh, that'll be a failure.
Yeah, I won't.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mosh, you'll get knocked back 10 feet.
Yeah. Hang on a second, though.
You might have a thing for this.
Does it have the death negative or positive trait?
No, it does not. It has the air trait.
Damn it. That's fine.
That would be the void or vitality.
Vitality. Yeah.
Light animation. Do I have something?
Where's Wendy?
Oh, I'm about to describe what's happening to Wendy as well.
Oh no!
Nothing bad better happen to Wendy. She
I
has a
thought
weapon.
I thought we were in the Caribbean, not the freaking Aegean Sea.
And I'll get that fortitude save from you as well, Archie. Solar's only going to be knocked back 5 feet.
Oh, hang on. What traits does this fortitude save have?
Air.
Air, magical.
So it doesn't have the paralyzed trait
Nope.
or a sleep effect.
No. If you want, I could first paralyze your way. That will also be a success as you're batted away 5 feet.
Foo.
Sunshine, you are fine as the gusts of wind start to billow out from the chest. Wendy instantly kind of drops the chest as she is knocked back a good 20 feet and into the water.
Splash.
Is she okay?
Does she skip?
She does skip a little bit. Rip. Alright. Let's see how it is. The Gale in a box goes first, however.
They put him in a box.
To be fair, he deserves to go in a box.
Keeps eating all my magic items.
Oh god, Baldur's Gate 3, really? This is where his hand went. For those who
Hey,
are...
man. They deservedly won many of the games at the Game Awards.
That is very true. Alright, first things first, I needed a round of fortitude checks, except for Mosh.
Oh, beans.
But I rolled a nat 20 on my last one.
The first one's a reaction for opening the box. It just rolled really well on its initiative.
Rude. I don't want to get pushed back.
You're not going to get pushed back.
Oh, okay.
Can't do much better
That's
than
fine,
that.
then.
You are, however, going to be thrown 10 feet into the air.
Oh, that's fine.
Solar and Archie are fine. And for its second action, I need people to make another fortitude save.
My guy.
This is a complex hazard encounter. Sunshine!
Yeah, I can see.
Despite, being 10 feet up in the air, you're also not buffeted by the gusts of wind that start to come out.
Start riding them, because I can
It's
glide. I'm just like, yeah.
That's not a critical failure for you, Archie, but there will be some damage for people.
Rude.
Solo, you'll take half of that.
Am I still on the ground?
Archie will be knocked back a further 5 feet and take the full amount.
Rude.
And
I can't move myself.
that's okay, I can fix that for you. Alright, Sola!
I will approach the box.
Alright.
Oh, wait. I assume we're all fully healed from
Oh yeah.
being
Yeah.
Wait, right? Yeah.
Was fully healed.
Oh yeah.
Approaching the box.
There you go. Approaching the box.
Now, for obvious reasons, you cannot step at the moment because this area is treated as difficult terrain as the wind pushes against you, hampering your efforts. You have
Yeah,
2 actions
so-
remaining.
Okay. Does it look like it's going to be difficult to shut the box?
Yes. Without doing a recall knowledge, that's the best I can give you.
Should do a recall knowledge at it. What kind of knowledge would you like?
Arcana, religion, nature, occult. This is an obvious magical effect that's going on.
Radical. I will do your religion. 1 second. Press the button. Whee!
That is a success.
Okay.
Someone has affixed a elemental gem of wind to the top side of this chest to activate upon its opening. Considering what happened to to Wendy, she's probably not responsible for this.
Okay.
Disabling it, someone can either do a thievery to kind of dislodge it from its mount.
Uh-huh.
You can try to attempt to do some magic-y stuff to counteract the magic, or someone can attempt an athletics to just close the lid. Closing the lid is the fastest, but doesn't actually deal with the trap. You have one action remaining.
I've got an idea, but it's not a good idea. But I think it'd still work. Well, no, that wouldn't work, would it?
What level can I summon up to? Second.
I'm gonna try it anyway, and I'm sorry if this actually pans out. How big's the box?
Like I said, it's probably the size of a decently sized jewelry box, so about 6 by 3 inches,
Cool.
roughly.
I'm gonna kick it into the ocean.
Give me an athletics check.
Yeah.
I mean, you do kick it somewhat. Just gonna move you there so I can actually...
That's me done.
You do manage to get into the water a little bit. Unfortunately, however, it's still going. Mosh!
Alright. I assume if I enter into its range, then I will be required to make fortune thing.
No, that's something that happens on its turn.
Hold on. Let me just do a little bit of shuffling of certain things. Let me just... No, not that one. Fuck. Oh. There we go. Alright. Look, I'm going to attempt to move up to pick it up.
Difficult terrain, unfortunately.
I can swim real good.
Oh, it's from the wind, it's not from the water.
Alright, all of it?
And
From about here, I'm assuming, like all this stuff.
I mean, it's in the
Domination
water
reaches
now.
up to
Is
here.
it difficult terrain because of the wind?
it's difficult terrain because of the wind, yes.
Alright, so from
Yeah,
there.
It's
Okay,
water that's moving.
By way of
Alright.
description, so
Uh,
it's kind of clear,
Yeah.
the box is in the water now, but the wind is pushing
Mhm.
against the water in such a way that it's kind of pushing the water apart in a kind of parting the Red Sea method.
Oh, fun.
Religion! Man, it's a good thing Zola did that check.
Fantasy Moses.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 10. Okay, so 2 move actions to get to here.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm just gonna kick it.
You could try to aid
Yeah,
on a check.
you can prepare to
Prepare
aid.
to aid.
Sure, I'll do that. I'm not sure what I'd be doing. I'll try to hold it down or something. I don't know.
That's valid. So when it comes
yeah,
down
I'll
to
prepare
it,
to aid.
do you want to roll it now or?
When it comes up, if it comes up.
Well, hopefully it'll come up. Hey, Sunshine,
Do I fall out of the sky at the beginning of my turn?
with a splash.
Okay. Well, that's a fall of 10 feet. So I've got a little bit of a feat for that. It's called catfall.
So you'll
So,
take no damage.
I take no damage and I'm not prone as I land and I attempt to disable a device with thievery. I'm pretty sure I have thievery. Yeah, I do have thievery.
Alright, so I'm gonna
With
attempt to hold this
thievery.
down.
That's a critical success. So I get
so-
a +2.
Expert? Do you get the +3 at expert
Two.
or master?
I think 3 because
Master.
I'm an expert. Oh, is it for 8?
Master.
Oh, Awesome.
Oh.
3
Okay.
at master, 4 at legendary.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
so +2.
Boo.
I will
Why am I listening to boring
roll to
music?
grab it.
that's a good roll.
It's a great roll.
That
It's
is
in my hands, basically.
that is one success.
Dang it.
That's 1 success?
This is a hazard encounter of a moderate level.
Well, that's 2 actions,
And
and then I will prepare to aid someone else
easy done.
as I've got it sort of my hands on it.
All
I'm ready
right.
to help someone else.
Archie.
Question, Matt.
Yes.
If I summon an air elemental, is it immune to all the blowy stuff?
From the... No, actually, Sola did the recall knowledge check on this. I'm going to allow it. Creatures with the air trait are immune to this effect.
Oh, cool.
Why did Windy get buffeted then?
Narrative
Wendy
reasons.
has the
She's
air
all
trait.
airy.
Yeah, I don't think she has the air trait though. Okay. Let's see. What's
Narrative
the
reasons because the
strongest
GM
air
hasn't statted her
elemental?
out yet.
Spark bats. Hang on. I'm just looking at the 2 things
Air
to
wisp?
see which one can actually do stuff. The air scamp has a +1 strength, +4 to dex.
Actually, the wisp would probably be bad in this situation because it would give everyone a penalty.
How would the wisp give people a penalty?
It has an air aura ability that enhances other air effects in the area.
No, air scamp, not wisp.
Yeah. There's another thing called an air wisp or an air mode.
Yeah, it's probably a higher level than what I can summon. I am gonna go with the scamp
Yep.
because the spark bat doesn't seem to have very much use in this scenario.
Funnily
Not
enough,
the 3rd level. Second level. There we go.
the air
uh,
scamp
I will
also
summon
looks like a bat.
I will summon an air scamp right next to it.
I should have the air methods. They've come up more than once.
No, I've never used them.
Oh, that's right.
I usually only use water stuff.
We go.
It's almost like you've got character theming.
2 of them. It's difficult to balance.
Boop. He has
So
2
I
actions.
don't remember. Am I allowed to use basic actions and stuff?
You're allowed to use basic actions. It can't use anything that would allow it to summon something.
It can't disable a device because it's not trained in thievery. Guess we're using athletics here. And it can't aid because it doesn't have a reaction.
Arcana or nature or
Surprisingly, it doesn't have nature, although it absolutely should. But if you want
does
to,
it not have
that's-
any spell skills?
once again, though, that said, did you want me to roll using its attack? Because that would be the same.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to sort of pry it off the gem. So if
I mean,
allow-
I'll roll
if-
my aid.
Roll your aid.
If that's
and
an attack,
Archie, roll me
Sure.
a d20 plus 9.
d20 plus 9.
That's the aid.
That's a +1.
No, screw that. That's
Screw that.
Boo.
Unacceptable.
Boo. Delete. That didn't happen. Do I have a +9 from anything? No. D20.
By the way, Matt, I do not have a hero point.
You don't have
I
one?
just looked at the stream and I saw that I had one on.
That's better.
That is a lot better. with the +1 from Sunshine. Unfortunately, that is not enough.
Oh, what? Isn't it +2 from Sunshine?
Just one.
Oh
I
no,
didn't crit
+1.
succeed.
+2 is crits. Yep.
Yeah, because the base DC for 8 has been dropped to 15.
Stupid method.
Alright, I need that first fortitude save from everyone, as a rushing of wind comes from beneath you to knock you all up into the air.
I'm in the air again.
You
That's
are
what
in
I
the
get
air.
for being so glidey.
You are... Solar, you are 10 feet up in the air. Sunshine, you are only 5 feet up in the air.
Oh, okay.
And then I need that fortitude save again.
From everyone?
Everyone is currently
Oh yeah,
engaged.
it does multiples.
Okay. Really, really rolling great with my fort saves here.
Oh, wow.
I succeed, right?
Archie, you do not succeed.
If you roll as good as you did last time, this is just a waste of time, and I am going to bar Wendy from the crew.
Poor Wendy. +9.
So don't roll high damage. Wonderful. I'm still conscious.
Pretty much everyone takes the full damage. Solar, you'll
Yeah,
take
okay.
double.
Does Sunshine take double?
Sunshine will also
13?
take double.
Okay.
And for
By
those...
the way, the rats are in the jacket, so that's why they're not rolling.
And I need to shuffle some people.
Oh wait, was that supposed to be full damage? Sorry, for Mosh.
Yes.
And I'll add one more point because it was at least 14. There we go.
Alright.
Man, it's weird how you can't choose air damage for resist energy, huh?
Because there's usually not such a thing as air damage. This is doing bludgeoning.
I
It's just
know.
bludgeoning.
3 action.
Free action heal. Mosh.
Yeah, I'll take the heal. I don't think I have a choice, do I? I can't choose to not be affected by a spell, even if it's friendly fire. Yeah.
Not if it's
Yeah.
an
Uh,
energy.
This is not technically a step, but it's just gonna be 10 feet of movement.
Yep.
In 5 feet. I'm getting really pissed off with this thing, so I'm just gonna hit it. I think.
Go for
I
it.
don't know. Is that what we want? Is that?
I don't know. Wendy didn't give us any context as to what's going on here. She just opened a
I
fucking
was
blowy
gonna
box.
try to disable the device, is what I was
Alright, I'm
try
gonna
to
pick
do
up the
on my
device.
turn.
I'm gonna pick up the device and move it so that Sunshine is closer to Sunshine.
Yay!
Just kind of...
just
Can I
hold it
just, like-
above your head.
Pick it up and put it here instead, like a reposition action.
See, I'm just imagining Mosh getting close to it, and their cheeks are just flapping in the air,
Yeah.
and the tongue's kind of lolling out
The
to
tongue
one
is
side.
flicking. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Like that.
Exactly.
Incredible.
So, that will be for an aid. Also, if you want to
Yeah.
move the box closer, Mosh, you can do that.
I just want to make sure that Sunshine can just do the thing on their turn without having to move closer to the box themselves.
Easy done.
I mean, I should be able to reach it with 1 action,
Yeah.
and then 2 action.
But just
Uh,
try to set up an aid for anyone else, you know. I'll just move it here and then get ready to aid.
Yep. Oh, good. I'll shuffle that.
Awesome.
And I guess I should just do the aid now because I'm assuming what you're going to do is just.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Thievery check
disable a
next, yeah.
device. Well, I'm gonna fall to the ground, not take any fall damage, and then disable a device.
That's another crit on the aid.
So, I'm going to take aid +2.
What you
Add.
got?
Gonna roll.
Is that Matt
Gonna
or the
do
box saying
just
that?
horrible.
That is kind of horrible.
Just horrible. Leshy is a seaweed, or Sunshine is a seaweed Leshy. By the way, chat.
Seaweed.
I think you're out of hero
Yeah,
points as well,
that's
Sunshine.
Yeah, I am. That's
Sunshine's also concerningly fleshy for a seaweed leshy.
And that I will prepare to aid.
Sunshine, you have been given a hero point by chat.
Oh, I have? Then I will use it immediately. Yeah.
Hey, Foundry!
Yeah, I deserve that.
Foundry!
I deserve that.
This is the second time
Yeah.
tonight where that's
Feels-
happened.
That's what I get. That's what I get.
God.
Yeah. Matt gets critical successes. Feels bad, man.
Archie!
Thanks, Foundry.
Yeah.
Sustain. Why? I can't move it. So move in
You
and
got
then
healed, by the way.
attack. I did get healed for 16. I thought I clicked it already, but I didn't.
Move in.
And attack.
Attack, attack, attack. +9.
It gets 1. You know what? This is just going to be easier to do this. +1 circumstance at go. Hey, that's a success, I believe.
That will be a success. 'Cause
Great.
it's
We're
a-
at 2 successes now, people.
Well, no, that is the case. People are doing fine, right?
And I have 2 actions left.
You do. If you have
Can
some
you
means,
disable from range?
if you have some
your
means with which
spells?
to do it, yes. If you want to incorporate a spell as a part of disable of a device, as long as you're using a magic skill, I will allow it.
Do I have training in thievery? No.
You
can
can
use
use
Arcana.
magic to disable it, because it's a magical device.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out how to incorporate these spells. Did you just increase the spell range?
No, I just moved it.
No, you moved
Oh,
it.
okay.
I mean, you can. I think you can just say that I'm trying to use magic to counter the effect, and then roll your magic skill.
Matt, can I cast resist energy to help counteract the effect and aid, I guess?
Do your roll. I have a. I
I'm
think I have a
aiding.
description for it.
I'm aiding. It's a critical aid. Get +2.
Are you aiding my aid? What am I doing a disable here, Matt, or am I aiding? I don't remember.
You can do
I thought you
disable
were doing
device.
a disable.
Okay, sure. Arcana's the best I've got. And that was a crit from you, so I get a +2 circumstance
+2.
bonus. I don't think that's a success.
But you are spending a slotted spell, so I usually allow a little bit more wiggle. You have a hero
Is it
point,
enough
Archie.
wiggle?
I know, but it's a 10. Oh,
10 is technically below average.
Oh my god, not another one.
Wow. Okay.
Matt, can you check your luck module? might wanna reinstall that one.
Hey, I've looked for the luck module. It's not a thing. Unfortunately.
What about the karmic dice setting in Baldur's Gate 3? Can we have a bit of that happening?
The worst part is it's not going any worse. It's just the same result.
Yeah. It's...
Alright. Well, we know how this do. Sunshine?
I'm already up against a cliff. I can't go any further.
Well, I was about to say, Sunshine, you don't have to roll on this.
Fuck me. Alright, do I get pushed
Okay.
10 feet away this time?
Yes.
Oh, goody.
I rolled anyways, cause I rolled before you said that.
Oh god, everyone's getting gusted up into the air at least 5 feet. Sunshine, you don't have to roll for this because you have catfall and everything, so even if you critical fail,
Yeah.
it's not gonna matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
For Archie and Solar, you get knocked up into the air 10 feet. Mosh, you get knocked up into the air 5 feet.
Do we fall at the start or ends of our turns, though?
Starts of your turns. Just
Oh,
because that's
boo.
easy. And then I need the fortitude saves again. But this time, oh, well down.
Hey, I hope that's a success.
That is a success.
Maybe don't roll badly for once. Okay, well.
That's only a failure, though. So we go... I just need one more success. That's the only thing. Ah, look at that.
Oh, let's go.
Now Foundry's being merciful.
I take half, yes?
Correct. And you will get knocked back 5 feet. Actually, no. Success doesn't. Failures do.
I get knocked back 5 feet into a cliff.
Yeah, you're fine. Same with you, Sola.
Do I take half or full?
Let me check.
On a 20.
Oh, you'll take double.
On a 20? Or...
Oh, sorry, I went to the wrong one. That'll be half.
You were looking at the 12, weren't you?
I was looking at the 12.
That's damage, silly.
Just addressing chat quickly. I think there is a... Have a look for a new module, because I don't think Path Muncher is supported anymore, but I think someone else made a new one. But I'm not sure how it's going, so have a look and see whether there's a new Path Builder module that allows you to import into Foundry. I don't personally use it, but I know there's a lot of people who have, so I keep my ear to the ground about it. But,
I mean, importing from Path Builder doesn't save me that much time. It's handy.
well, it depends on your level again.
I like to use them in tandems. Like, you when you don't have access to Foundry, you use Path Builder. You're running the train, just looking for some time to kill, just whacking a new character to Path Builder.
What you doing, Sola?
Trying to hit it.
Trying.
I mean, you can use religion to try to disable this.
Souls doing their best.
What you doing, Solar? There we go.
Succeeding.
That's a success. And with that, Solar, you disable the hazard as you dislodge the air crystal from the top of the chest.
I was actually really keen to do the thing outlined in the second paragraph here in my new Rothgard dedication. I was like, oh, I'll probably force this thing open.
I would have
That'd be fun.
absolutely allowed you to have done that.
That's fine, Solar. That religion check was awesome. I loved it so much. It was great.
You had a plan.
Sploosh.
I'll be honest, I didn't think quoting scripture at it would, like, solve the puzzle, but here we are.
You cast spells.
Garwindy, your box seems to be very, temperamental.
When she rises up from the water, there is kind of a... There are like pulses of wind that are coming off of her as the water's getting pushed away from her. She looks very angry as she storms up to the chest and goes, "Yeah, no, I thought my parents hadn't found it, but I guess they did. Cool."
What exactly is it that your parents found? I'm not to pry if you don't have to tell me, but just curious.
Look, I had planned to leave their ship for a long time, so I had been like skimming gems and things away to kind of hide, so I would have something of a bit of a nest egg or something that I could use.
Sunshine just raises his hand in what can only be interpreted as a fist bump motion.
Oh, I thought you were doing a gimme. Where's my
Nah,
where's
fist
my
bump.
gems?
She gives you the fist bump.
Aw, yeah, thievery is based, okay?
Look, I was hoping I'd saved up. I was hoping I saved up enough for my own ship, but you know, now that I'm a part of this one, I was like, hey, how about, you know, share the wealth, so to speak, yeah?
Grr.
But looks like that's not gonna happen. The gem should be good.
Is there
though.
nothing in there?
Yeah, they've emptied it out. However,
Oh, rude.
she kind of reaches into the box and goes, I wonder if... And she fiddles with the back of it, and there's a clicking sound as the back of it kind of comes loose.
I sturdy myself for another gust of wind.
She goes, no, look, I don't think they found this. And she pulls out a...
Or you didn't think they'd found the box.
You know what? Fair. And she pulls out a journal. And she quickly leaves through it and she goes, yes, they didn't find it. Look, I'm sorry about the trap. Like, I truly am, Captain. And all of you. Like, I didn't expect that to happen.
Is this a writing kind of journal or like a picture kind of journal? Just sort of trying to peek.
It's a written journal.
Oh, I don't know how to read those.
You don't know. My thoughts exactly.
It's such a ranger thing. Holy shit.
It is written in... I can't remember what the new name is for it, but Orin.
Sylvan. Oh.
I can't read. The only language I can read is Draconic, canonically.
Amrun.
Run. She holds up the
Amrun.
journal
Amrun,
though
I
and
think
goes, this tracks the movements of my parents' ship from when I was a kid. So this has all of their old stashes. The locations of them.
Har.
That's very good.
It's going to take me a little time to go through it, but once I have... You, Captain, would you want to steal more from my parents? I feel after the damage they put you through here, it's only fair.
Freebooting's always a solid option.
She gives you a smile at that and goes, I'm really enjoying this pirate life, I really am. And with that...
Yo ho. Yo ho.
You have completed...
Drink up, me hearties, yo ho.
You have completed Wendy's first loyalty mission.
Oh my god!
I didn't die!
Now she
I had
will
8 hit
die
points
in the
left.
final quest.
Yes!
What, you were expecting to die during her loyalty mission?
No, in
I was close to doing so.
She would have felt super bad as well.
A solid damage roll or a failed save would have killed me.
I mean, it wouldn't have killed you. It would have knocked you down.
A little bit, it's fine. But,
Yeah, but ouch.
you will get to sail into Miranda Bay quite safely. After that, without any much in the way of incidents. Also, good news.
We're
Congrat-
level 5. Or we're level whatever the next level. Level 6.
5.
6.
should be 6. Have I not changed the
Yeah, it
writing
should
in
be
that
six.
in that long? Holy shit! Yeah, no, you're level 6.
The next is level 6.
You are all
We're
level 6 now.
Well, hey,
Oh, we
we
don't
get
get
no
a-
stat
we don't-
increases.
We don't get an ability boost at all. Oh.
No, unfortunately, no, you don't. Yeah, sorry, chat. Looks like I haven't updated the graphics in a while. I keep meaning to do that. I will do that after the stream is done. But our players will all be level 6 as the next session will open as we come into the second
Ooh,
chapter
new
of
class
this book.
feats.
You will be getting new class feats. Does anyone have any ideas of what they want to pick up?
To path
I
build to
know
find out what I
exactly
was
what
going
I'm
to do.
picking up.
There's
only one feat
There's
for
only-
me to pick up.
There's only one feat for you, Sunshine. One feat in your
I
heart.
feel like that's the
Big
same for
rat
me.
Swarm.
I mean, I can do the bendy beam thing, and that's super fun, but more hero focus points and more things to do with them.
See that? I feel that's fair. Solar, you actually have access to some of the new remaster stuff as well now.
Neat.
So
Wait.
I'm not sure what you're gonna pick up. And I don't think there's anything in Sinclair's almanac for you to pick up at level 6 as a cleric. I don't think so, anyway. Though I think you did forget about your reaction heal as well.
I think Nick did forget about that.
Well, I'm picking up
think
predict
Nick's
weather, you
tactically
guys. So
picked not to use it.
What was that, Mosh?
That's what I think.
I'm picking up predict weather. So wait for me to just crack this game wide open.
Yeah, but predict weather doesn't work on magic weather.
Oh, really?
So if I'm doing like a narrative thing or a dream sequence where there's a storm,
Look, it's fitting for the pirate flavor.
no.
Even if it's bloody useless,
No, look.
it's a skill feat. That...
Here's the worst part. I do actually have a random encounter chart for bad weather, but someone keeps fucking succeeding on their navigation checks.
It's almost as if I took the feats for it, Nat.
I am waiting for that one. For real, for real.
But just in case we like have a proper cyclone or something, like if I critically succeed in predicting it, we get a +2 success bonus to prepare for it. So
Nice.
if we get a single cyclone in this campaign, I will be happy. My choice. Will be
None will
justified.
save damaging. Woohoo!
Look, I will... This is a pirate campaign, and you're on the water an awful lot. If I don't throw a hazard that is a hurricane or something at you, I feel that would be a
Yeah,
failure
sure.
on my
Dig up
part.
trauma, Matt. Make the characters upset. Sure thing.
Isn't that what I'm supposed to do as a GM?
Maybe.
Go into your like characters' backstories and their trauma,
Where's
etc.
my There we go.
We are going to be bouncing between chapters, so it is the time to do that kind of thing.
Yee.
So I may actually be having discussions with a couple of the players during the week, so we can work that out. Otherwise, I'm going to end the session there.
Alrighty.
As we have been at this for about 3 hours, and at least one of our players needs sleep.
Ah, Juliet's fine.
I'm fine.
Gonna be up for a couple more hours. It's doing level up stuff. It's fine.
You don't get to sleep until
Not a
the
couple
captain
more
says so.
hours. Just like a few minutes.
All that said, with our heroes being triumphant and retaking a fort in the name of Miranda Bay, new adventures await them. But even as those adventures are on the horizon, so too are new dangers. For instance, what have been the mysterious assailants that have been doing damage around the area, but trying to make their presence as obscured as possible, one could say? And what is the Crown's greater plan in all of this? And what of Blue's words to the captain? What did she mean by the pulse will awaken? If you want to find out the answer to any of these questions, you will have to join us next week at 5:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. We will be continuing Hoist the Colors presented by Tabletop Obscura, powered by Foundry VTT for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing. The music has been by Michael Gelfi. These wonderful maps are from Chepeku Maps. Aw, thank you for the follow. The VOD for this will be up on YouTube within about 48 hours. There's a whole Twitch thing where you have to wait until you can put it up, but otherwise it will be up within 48 hours. And I'm going to be better about it this year, I swears it. So be sure to check me out on the socials. I'm not really active on Twitter at all anymore, but I am active on Blue Sky. Haven't been messaging too much just because it's been Christmas and everything else like that. Otherwise, all that said, I'm going to quickly find someone to raid, but we might go to our outro while we're doing that. Thank you for all the follows and all the subscriptions today. It really helps us out a lot here. I know I do work for Sinclair's library, but it's a case of they don't pay me to do this. I do this mostly for fun. So it's a case of if it can be self-sustaining, that would be amazing. Like, the more artwork I can pay for, everything else, woof, it'll be amazing. Also, keep an eye out on announcements in the new year. We should be starting our Gatewalkers campaign, which is going to be a lot of fun, and that'll be on Sunday nights. Yes, I'll have a drink. Otherwise, I hope you have a good day, a good night, a good week, no matter where you are in the world. And remember, as always, we are the storytellers. Good night, everyone. See, I got a bye.
Yarr, me hearties.
All right, bye, everyone.